All right. It's a new day, which means we got to try out some new decks, right? Let's go ahead and clear everything first, and then we'll check. I don't think I have any decks written down. We do have a new deck that we've tried out, which I don't know if it's new or not. I gotta take a look at the deck list and see what we have. Oh no, yeah, it is new. It is new. Octillery, Lugia. Wishy-washy. Alright, so nothing on the Wonder trades. However, we might as well try and go for the Octillery. How's it going, Kevster? Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's do this. Wonder trade. So, Craw. That's from the last expansion. Okay, that's from like last expansion. Probably not gonna try this one out yet. How's it going, Atomic? I completely forgot about the event, which means that I have not been doing any of the rewards. So let's quickly do the event. Let's finish up this. Let's open the packs. Then we're gonna jump into decks. So I'm still looking for a deck idea at the moment. I think we'll play the deck that I used that got me to Masters. We'll try a couple of games of that. Then we'll take a look at maybe a Suicune Primarina if we really want to. But we'll play the deck that I played that ended up getting us to Masters. That would be embarrassing. It's gonna go ahead and evolve. There's no reason to do damage to the Zero Aura or Zoro Arc because it has 100 HP. We do 100 damage. If I attacked, I would have died, made this guy invincible. So evolving and not doing anything is the better play in my opinion. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Sabrina this. Just so I can at least get some kind of kill in. Does mean that the Zoro arc can come in and kill, and then he'll be invincible, which sucks. What's that tongue do on the back? The stretch tongue? Type null. Alright, so this is gonna put us down to what? 30? Oh, 10. How's it going, DX? How's it going, Grim? Alright, Soul Valley, you're going in. Three energy, 60 damage. That's a lot. Got him. So I think that's 60 damage to any of my Pokemon. This seems interesting. 60 Pokemon to any Pokemon, or 60 damage to any Pokemon on the field. Alright, so this also says win by turn 3. Let's do the same deck. Same deck makes the most sense, I think. I'm gonna Gladion. Actually, I didn't need to Gladion. I was gonna Gladion so we can get a guaranteed Silvally, but we had Silvally in hand. Alright, Silvally, dropping it. Put another type null down. Absol's not that big of a pain to deal with, so I think Sabrina kill the Zoro is gonna be better. Absol, I don't think can evolve, right? How's it going, Broken? Pokemon Pocket will only be YouTube here, not Twitch anymore. I guess for expansion drop days, when the expansion just comes out. I think we do YouTube and Twitch, but after the expansion has already been out, I think we just go to YouTube only. Cyrus. Can't kill my Silvally in the back, though. Also, I like how I'm trying to strategize. This is the AI, by the way, chat. This is the promo event that we're working on. I gotta remember. I mean, I guess that's obvious. The opponent is not taking any time. They're just kind of moving fast. If this was an actual online match, the opponent would take a long time to decide on what they want to do. Geo going down. Do I have a spare Espeon EX? I can check. Unless that was you that hit me with the trade just now. I do have a spare Espeon EX. One extra. But you're gonna have to wait 10 minutes because that's when my trade token comes back. Yeah, you gotta wait 10 minutes so I can get my trade token to refresh. A lot of people love playing that Espeon deck now. All you see in ranked mode is Espeon, Sylveon, Suicune, Greninja. It's basically those, right? So the deck that we're gonna play today is a Raichu deck. It's double Raichu. I think an Oricorio and Magnezone. Yeah, so the deck that we're going to be playing today, very good. Double Magnezone, double Raichu, and then in one Oricorio, and it got me to Masters rank. Went on like 7-game win streaks with it. It's pretty good. Is it still good? I'm not sure, but we'll try it again today just to find out. Alright, so Valley is in. All we're looking for is one Sabrina, and then we can technically win this, right? Or at least one other Pokemon, because we could technically lose the next turn if we don't find a basic Pokemon to throw down. Is Dark Tina still top tier deck? I don't. It's still good, I think. Nice. There goes the Sabrina. There goes the Sabrina, but I mean, I need to actually just do this. Retreat and pray he doesn't actually Cyrus. Because I don't have a Rampardos and I can't kill a Silvally 100 and Cranidos 50, so the play was definitely a retreat. No guarantee we get that Rampardos, but I do guarantee that we can Sil or Sabrina next turn. We got the Rampardos anyways, so it would have all worked out. You got Masters with Incineroar EX trainer deck. Pretty good. I haven't gone back and played Incineroar yet. I kind of miss Leaf decks, not gonna lie. I just want to play some like Leaf decks. Water has gotten so much love recently. Give me some grass type Pokemon. When starting a new account, did I do the right thing by opening Genetic Apex first? Thought I'd start fresh coming from a day one player. I mean, if you need the cards from Genetic Apex, go for them, you know? I think if you're starting as a new player, just open the pack where you want to build a deck. You don't inherently need to start with the absolute first expansion that came out, which is Genetic Apex. You can start with whatever. Yeah, Incineroar EX, Guzz EX trainer decks are secret carries that counter the meta right now. I'll just go ahead and put double energy in case I want to swap to the Rampardos. You do like that Charizard though in Moltres, and if you're trying to go for that Charizard, then Genetic Apex is up your alley, right? I kind of want a Sabrina just to see if I can kill the other Zoro. Now I have a thing that I can Cyrus if I ever need to. Rampardos. I guess let's just go for the kill. Definitely open up Shining Revelry. I'll be honest, I don't remember off the top of my head which expansion pack has the highest chance of pulling most of the good cards that you want. All I know is that Rampardos, Silvally, still a strong deck to run. So whatever deck has Skull Fossil and Rampardos and Rare Candy, I'd recommend. Whatever deck has Giratina in it, because Giratina has been through a lot of decks and is still strong, I'd recommend. Any deck that has Greninja in it, because Greninja is also kind of late game. But you don't really want to find all these random pieces. You want to make sure you can build a deck. Whatever strong deck that's been pretty much consistent through the most recent meta changes. But also most importantly, even if it is going to be meta, you want to make sure it's a deck that you think you yourself will enjoy playing, right? Because even if there's a meta deck out there, if it's not fun for you to play, then there's no point. You really want your Duck Trio deck to work? Duck Trio non-EX or Duck Trio EX? Rare Candy, Giratina is the Shining Revelry, then I'd probably recommend going Shining Revelry as your pack to open, because Rare Candy is pretty versatile, pretty universal, I'd say, in any kind of Stage 2 Pokemon deck. Stage 2 Pokemon are going to keep coming out, especially with the Mega Evolutions releasing. So I guess you can argue and say Shining Revelry is technically what you want to do. Stoke Charizard is a fun deck. Yeah, I like Stoke Charizard. It's a fun and simple deck. How's it going, Ryan? Evolve. Yeah, Rare Candy is so good, and I don't see it not being good anytime soon. Let's go Rampardos here. Let's retreat. Rampardos. Also, are you not playing ranked? No, this is not ranked at the moment. We are currently trying to do the event. I forgot about it. We got capped on pack, whatever you call it, currency. This is our last match for PvE. And then we're going to open up the 5 packs we ended up getting from the event. And then we'll do some ranked mode. So apologies, this is not ranked at the moment, but we will be hopping into ranked in about 3 minutes. How was Entei EX? Entei EX was fun. We made a deck around Entei EX. Alright, so all of our pack stuff is gone. Trade offer. Let me go get this out of the way. You said Espeon. It's my last Espeon. It's my last Espeon, and I gotta hold on to the rest so I can actually play Espeon if I want to. Alright, let's see if we get the promo card. When does this promo event end, by the way? I gotta see how much time we have to get that promo card. I think that's our second melodic. So now we're just missing Zoroark. Is it Duck Trio EX? I think so. I can check. Maybe my memory is telling me something else. Ooh, Poliwrath. You have to flip, and if it's tails, it does nothing. That's our first Poliwrath. Alright, so yeah, we're missing just one more Pokemon card from this event, and that's the full art. And then a second Poliwrath as well. So let's just take a look. Let's do card number. So we've got 6 Tropius, 2 Melodics, Zorua, 3 of them, and then 1 Poliwrath. So we need 1 more Poliwrath and then 2 of the full art, and then we'll be done with the actual event. Duck Trio. There is a Duck Trio EX, yeah. I forgot what it does, but flip 3 times, 60 damage per heads. Alolan Duck Trio, stage 1, 2 energy. That was from the Extra Dimensional Crisis, the Ultra Beasts pack. So if you want your Duck Trio deck to work, maybe a Duck Trio EX is what you gotta go for. How's it going, Mars Home? Hope you're doing great. All right. So we are going to be hopping into the deck that I played offline that helped us go on like a 7-game win streak, and then a 5-game win streak, and then got to Masters ending on a 2-game win streak. We gone on many different win streaks with this deck. And this deck is just Raichu EX. But it's different from the Raichu EX deck that we made before, because the other Raichu EX deck that we made was with Zeraora, Elemental switches, Pikachu, and Oricorio. This instead is Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, double Raikou with an Oricorio. Still the same Elemental switches and the X-Speed just in case. Giant Cape, stay alive as well. Double Research, double Cyrus because Raikou's going to be hitting the back line, and then a Mars. No healing, no hand disruption on their part besides Mars. No Sabrina, no Guzma, none of that. And this deck was pretty solid. So this will be the deck that we're going to start off the day with today. And of course, if you guys have any other deck recommendations, I'm always down. There was a Crawdaunt Stoutland deck that was recommended, but that's last pack Crawdaunt, so I don't think I'm going to be playing that. We still have Suicune with Primarina, someone recommended. So I can always try that as well. But for the most part, we've played most of the other decks that I wanted to try out. We've made a Suicune deck, Raikou, Entei, Jumpluff, Celebi with Executor, Alolan. I haven't uploaded the video on Meowscarada. I could play this deck more today if you want, because we've already played some games with Celebi and Meowscarada and got some good wins with it. It's just that we ended up switching from Meowscarada over to Alolan Executor, but this could also be a deck. Altaria Silvally was good fun. Donphan was great with the Memory Light. Zoroark. This is a deck that some people I've seen are playing. Greninja with Giratina. I'll be honest, I've played like a couple of games with it. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's the most fun for me to play. But I did have a game where the moment they saw me put down my Giratina and Suicune, they just conceded. So apparently it is a toxic deck that people are upset about going against. Suicune with Crawdaunt would be dope. I don't know about Suicune with Crawdaunt. I can take a look and see, but... Alright, let's update the win-loss ratio. If those of you, all those videos, by the way, are up on the YouTube channel, by the way, if you guys want to take a look and you guys need deck suggestions and stuff like that. For those of you who are on the horizontal stream, deck list is on the right side. The win-loss for the day is on the top left. And that's pretty much it. Dragon Garchomp. What you're thinking? Mantike, Dragon, Garchomp, the non-EX variant with Cynthia. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen at least one person run non-EX Garchomp with Mantike. Suicune, Poliwrath, Donphan with Memory Light. Ooh, wait a minute. No, that's too many Pokemon. That's too many Pokemon. But I forgot about Poliwrath EX. We have not made a Poliwrath EX deck yet. Because I tried it once, went 0-4 and said never again. So I'm going to put down Poliwrath EX on the list. And then you said Lucario for damage buffs. We can't do Suicune and Donphan, that's too much. But Poliwrath EX Lucario, that's cooking something. So I'll write that down. All right, we are going first against an EV, I think triple EV deck, right? It's either triple EV, no, it has to be triple EV deck. Because if it was a Charmander deck, they wouldn't be running EV and EV EX. They'd be just running one EV type, I'm pretty sure. So this is going to be the Leafeon, Flareon, Sylveon deck. Kind of missed that deck. That was one of my favorites, to be honest. We got Raikou. I kind of don't want to throw down anything just yet. You know what? I'm going to throw Raikou down. And I might honestly Giant Cape the Raikou. And then we'll just chill. I'm afraid of a red card happening right now, that's why. And if we can somehow top deck a X-Speed, we can attack and kill the Eevee next turn, which would be nice. We only have a singular X-Speed. Getting an X-Speed in 1 in 11, I highly doubt it's going to happen, but it would be kind of sick. Okay, it doesn't really matter anymore, but it still kind of matters. I could kill the Magby in one shot. And they've already lost energy, so if they evolve... Oh man, that's dangerous for us. Alright, so we couldn't find it. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Magneton. And then probably one energy here. And I think end turn. I could have technically swapped. So I could get card draw with Raichu, but I got a feeling he might evolve here into Flareon. What's it gonna be? He's got a lot of card draw. There goes the Flareon. And I'm pretty sure he's about to bring the Flareon in, right? In which case, I'm gonna have to Mars to put him down to 2 cards. And then we'll have to just attack the Flareon straight up. EV bag to heal. It's good that he's using the EV bag right now to heal, because I don't want him to double EV bag and kill the Raichu. That's at 150. That'd be dangerous, right? So healing was a good thing for us. Gets rid of an EV bag for him. Pokeball. Hopefully it's another Magnemite. Nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to Raichu and hit the Magby. That's what I'm feeling. Let's go ahead and Mars first. Magby doesn't really need to be hit because it can't really do anything, but I can always Cyrus it in the future, and then Magnemite right here can always clean up. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to try and hit the Magby, because once Flareon's dead, we're looking for just one more kill. Magby's an easy one more kill. Alright, so he's going down to 70. I can attack him again for 60. And then if he wants to... Aw, dang. Never mind. I don't think healing was necessary when you already had the win with red. You know, a simple energy, red, kill, no EV bag. Some good old basic math there. But hey, GG. Have I tried Gengar EX and Morty Memory Light? I have not tried that. I have been thinking about that though. However, because a Gengar with Memory Light, you don't need to wait until you get 3 energy. You can put Gengar into the front immediately, shut down all the opponent's supporters, but still be able to whatchamacallit, still be able to use other attacks that only need 1 energy, 2 energy, so on and so forth. I've not tried that yet. I'll write it down. Gengar plus Memory Light plus Morty. So I guess today we'll try Poliwrath and Gengar. Try and get to those 2. See how it goes. Alright, we're going second. And the good thing is we got Raichu and Magnemite with Magneton. So all we're missing is a memory or elemental switch, which I guess isn't really necessary. Second energy goes to Raichu. And then I'm able to evolve and then attack, so it doesn't really, I don't really need an elemental switch. For the most part, we are good. This is a decent start. Crobat. Uh-oh. Crobat does what, 70 damage for 1 energy? So theoretically next turn they could evolve into the Crobat and attack and kill, or not kill, but do some heavy damage on the Raichu. Oh wait, no, they won't be able to. Thankfully they will not be able to. They need 1 energy on Nihilego and then swap. They get the evolution advantage, but they do not get anything else unless they're running X speed. All right, so double Magnemite's going to be good here. Ideally, we want to go Magna Zone. And thankfully, we have an X speed to try and pull this off. But we're going to have to wait a couple of turns. We have to go through Magneton evolutions. And we're getting lucky on this. Double Magneton. Now we just need double Magna Zone, and we could probably pull out a win here. I just have to find out how we can swap from Raichu over to them with enough energy. Definitely won't be next turn. We're going to have to wait one more turn at least. Now the question is, who do we attack? Because you'll most likely stay in the front with Nihilego so I can get hit with the poison. Do I attack the Darkrai or the Crobat? With Raichu. Because then I can always Cyrus and swing in. It might be the Darkrai. Hit the Darkrai, or hit the Nihilego, hit him for 60, take him down to 10, pull in the Darkrai next turn, and then hit Darkrai for 60 while also simultaneously killing the Nihilego that has 10 HP. That's going to be the ultimate play. Oh my, double Magnezone, double Magneton. That is a scary thing to see. Now let's hope they don't red card us because we have all 3 cards we want. All right, let's hit the Darkrai. If no red card, I'm going to be Cyrusing the Darkrai, and then I'll hit the Darkrai again for 60 while also killing this Nihilego, picking up a +1. And then whenever Raichu dies to Darkrai, our Magnezone can come clean up. They've got 5 cards in hand. As long as none are a red card or a Mars, then this game is technically done. Just end turn. Right? End turn, you got nothing else to do. He ended turn. It's over, chat. It's actually over. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and Cyrus, if the game will allow me. Cyrus. And before he does anything here, we're just going to pre-evolve. We have all the energy we need now. And we're going to Oricorio. I think he knows what's going to happen, right? He knows he can't commit to this Darkrai being at 70, and we have double Magnezone. And if he tries to Sabrina or anything to get an extra hit early, we still have Oricorio. Now the sad thing is he does get to hit me. He hits with the Nightmare Aura. And then I think he's gonna swap and go to whatchamacallit, but I'll just go to Oricorio. So Nightmare Aura here most likely. And then I will just Oricorio. Leaf. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. Trying to think what he's gonna do here. Now we got to think about what we want to do, because I could Oricorio Elemental switch and that's perfectly fine, or I could just Magnezone attack. It's a stage 2, so if he has Lily in the deck, then we're kind of screwed, right? I hit him for 110. He goes down to 60 HP. Lily takes him up to 120, and then he hits me. I go down to 70, and then I switch to my other Magnezone, and then he kills me. I'm dead. So I think waiting and trying to stall out just a little bit, funny enough, to find that second Cyrus. We have one more, and we have 5 more cards in the deck. Might be the better option. Question is, should I be throwing down and switching to the Raichu? Because Raichu can't die in one hit. I don't know, because then if Raichu gets hit... Yeah, if Raichu gets hit, I'm technically screwed. So I'm just going to do this and attack. Because then I know at the end of Raichu's turn, we'll draw a card, and then we'll draw another card. But if those 2 cards we draw isn't the Cyrus, then technically they can just Cyrus me and kill me on my Raichu. So I think Oricorio to buy us just a little bit more time. Unless he has a Dawn and he'll swap over to Nihilego. Dawn the energy. I guess we don't have any time at all. Never mind. He hit us with the Sabrina. Five cards, 20%, and we got it. So that was kind of scary. Maybe I should have just done Raichu, assuming that he had a Sabrina. We'll take it, because he most likely had Sabrina and Cyrus. Maybe I was playing a bit too safe with the Oricorio. I probably should have just attacked early with the Magnezone, because they probably don't run Lily in the deck, but you never know, right? Crobat is a very tanky Pokemon, especially with Lily. What's with all the streamers playing Thunder decks today? Really? I didn't know. Maybe because of all the Suicune, if I had to guess. All the Suicune players trying to find a lightning deck to counter them all. Suicune, Corphish, Crawdot, Mantike, Giratina. Yeah, I don't know about Crawdot because of his ability. I'll let that idea cook a little bit and we'll see. I do want to get to Poliwrath EX today. 100%. Alright, we're going first and we have Raichu. So we want Raichu in the front so we can actually get more card draw. And the beautiful thing is we also have Magneton with Elemental Switch. So we're able to attack. I'm just gonna Mars. It might not be the best Mars, but 4 down to 3 seems okay with me. And it thins my hand as well, because I know I'm going to be drawing another card. And it means my hand is less appetizing for them to red card me. There's so many times I've played a match and I had red card or Mars in hand, and I'm like, there's no way the opponent red cards me on turn 1, right? I only have 4 cards, come on. And then they end up red carding me, and I'm like, dang, I should have red carded them so they couldn't red card me. And it's just, it feels bad. Alright, so we got good news and bad news. The good news is I can evolve and I can elemental switch. And we can start swinging in and attacking this Eevee. The bad news is if those 2 cards in hand, soon to be 3, turns out to be an Espeon EX, he could technically kill me by having sheer luck of 80 damage plus red, or 80 damage Espeon EX plus double Eevee bag. So we're kind of screwed in that department, but again, he's going to have like ultimate luck here. He's going to need the Espeon EX first of all, 2 cards, then he's going to need red. Or at least 3 cards now, Espeon and double Eevee bag. Or just 1 red. So we'll see what happens. And any Sylveons he get will help him with his cause here. Come on, no. It's okay if you get Espeon and heal. I'm fine with that. I get to attack. Oh, he didn't. He decided to lose every bit of energy. And he's finding a friend, which means once we kill him, he still has no energy on Eevee. No, that's a done deal, man. So if he has 20, 40, 60, 80... 20, 40, 60, 80... I'm gonna energy and then not do anything and just attack. And I know that might sound weird. I'm not gonna Cyrus it either. And the main reason why is because he's losing all energy. He cannot attack with double energy on Sylveon EX or Espeon EX. Those were the biggest threats. So I'm okay with just killing the Eevee that has energy. I'm not putting more energy on because if he does go that one energy Pokemon, where he does more damage based on all the energy on the field, I have 3 energy, which is 1, 2, 3 times 20. That's 60 damage. If I put the other energy down, that would have been 80 damage. And then if he had red, then I'm dead. So I wanted to try and play around that a bit, if I'm making any sense right now. Because even with 1 energy on Magneton, I still can Volt Charge on my next turn, bench energy Magnezone, and still be able to swing in. I just wanted to play it safe on all regards. Worked out. Not bad. Would I recommend the Oricorio counter in that Espeon EX deck to be Espeon or Sylveon? Wait, there's an wait, would I recommend the Oricorio counter in that Espeon EX deck to be Espeon or Sylveon? What do you mean? What Espeon EX deck? The season of ranked mode is testing your sanity. Suicune, man. For the record, I'll say we don't play Suicune today. I was watching another Pokemon Pocket streamer, and I think I saw someone in the chat saying, "Thank you for not playing Suicune, man. I'm tired of seeing it." I will not play Suicune today. I will not. Maybe. I don't know. No promises. Actually, no. We won't play Suicune today. Because if I do want to play any other decks today, I do want to try out Poliwrath EX with Lucario and try and make that work. And then Gengar EX. That sounds fun. Alright, we're going first. And we do have Raichu in the front. Going first with Raichu is always good fun because if you can find a Magneton with Elemental Switch and Magnemite, you're cooking, right? Which we do have 2 pieces out of the 3 for the puzzle. We have Magnemites and we have Elemental Switches. So I'm going to put down both Magnemite. I don't think I want to put down the last Raichu just yet because it could be an Oricorio and then we'll just end turn. Now all we need is a Magneton and we are, oh my goodness, we're cooking. Now all we need is for them not to red card or Mars, and we get a perfect turn 1 start. Moment of silence. Let's wait and see. It's a Giratina Darkrai to be very satisfying being able to swing in here when they had energy advantage. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just enter and enter and enter. And of course. We got to find Elemental Switch and Magneton. That's 1 Elemental Switch. Come on. Please give us the other one. We'll take it, man. We will take it. Magneton, energy on Raichu, Elemental Switch, and that last spot we were saving, Oricorio. We got answers to everything, and we got a Magnezone cooking on the back line as well. Let's attack the one that does have energy, because I can always Cyrus it in the future, then attack it. Or maybe I should have attacked the one that doesn't have energy, but I feel like they would have just used Leaf to get off the Giratina. So attacking the one that did get the energy is what we're going to go with. So now they can put second energy on this Darkrai in the front and attack. But it won't matter. Oh, they're swapping it up now. They're swapping up the energy. All right, let's Volt Charge. He can do 100 damage if he dawns next turn, right? So I probably do want a Raichu. At this stage, I don't really know who to attack, but I want options. So I'm going to attack both. I won't be able to get that Giratina down to 110 quick enough for my Magneton. Now I gotta think, do I want to swap over to Oricorio next turn to get the kill? And make him use a Sabrina? Magneton is going down. Volt Charge. Volt Charge. Energy on Oricorio. Let's go ahead and evolve. I lied when I said I wouldn't be able to get this Giratina down to the damage. I forgot that Giratina does 20 damage to himself, so I should have just stuck to the Giratina. That's my bad, because now if he uses Cape, we're not going to be in one-shot range with Magnezone. I just wanted to keep that in mind and throw that out there. So I should have been just solo focused on the Giratina regardless. But we did finally we did the math. We hit him again. He's at 130. If he goes and attacks, he'll go down to 110, which is perfect for Magnezone. He needs to find a Poke Center Lady, a potion, or a Giant Cape. Rocky Helmet means no Giant Cape, which means he can only potion or Poke Center Lady. Okay, Poke Center Lady's going down. So I guess it didn't really matter if I attacked before or not. All right. Scary moment here, because if he has a Sabrina, we're dead, but we do have a Mars to put him down to 1. Oricorio's going down. Raichu's dropping. I'm doing this so I can get it out of my hand in case he tries to Mars me or something as his only card that he got. So now the only way he wins is with a Repel or a Sabrina. If he doesn't have a Repel or a Sabrina, we do win. Well, we don't win. They can still search and find it. In which case, we're going to need to find that second Cyrus. Or wait, we have 2 Cyruses, actually. So it's a 2 in 5 chance, 40%. He didn't even want to try and swap and play the waiting game. All right, we'll take it. Not bad. We had double Cyrus and double Professors still in the deck that we never even drew. Not bad. Good morning from Brazil. How's it going, Evaldo? Welcome on in. This deck is fast-paced, that's for sure. Yeah, this deck is very fast-paced. I've been liking it. It's the deck that got me to Masters rank, so I'm very happy with this deck. I'll show the deck list for the vertical stream for you. Casey Spark. Take a screenshot if you want. For anyone who is on the vertical stream, we do have a horizontal stream that is also live at this moment. So we have 2 YouTube streams up. And if you go to my profile and look at the live section, the live tab, you'll see that we do have a horizontal stream. It does have the deck list up 24/7 on the right side for any deck that we end up playing But if you do end up missing the deck list somehow, we'll always make a video on it, assuming that the deck does well and produces some good results. Right now, this deck is producing some pretty good results, so be on the lookout for a YouTube video on this deck. Most likely tomorrow, it'll go live. I think we have a Zoro Arc deck going live today. But yeah, be on the lookout for another Raichu deck. This is our second one. All right, we're going first, and we got Raichu EX. We've been going first quite a lot. I'm not complaining because we can get Magnemite from this Pokeball. And if we get Magnemite with Elemental Switch. Come on. Ooh, nice. All right. Now all we need is a Magneton, and we can kill this Execute before it can evolve next turn. That'd be very good. I'm gonna go ahead and put Giant Cape down within our deck at end turn. Giant Cape is gonna go on Magnemite in the back, mainly because Magnezone could go from 140 to 160, and if they're playing Alolan Executor, Raichu at 160 or 150 doesn't change anything. They're still gonna be able to attack and kill us. Right? So it'd be a waste of a Giant Cape. So it goes on the back, Magnemite. We had a 2 in 10 chance of finding Magneton there. That would have been nice. We do have the Oricorio, which doesn't really do us anything, and I can't retreat from the front, unfortunately. So I guess our only option is Raichu on the front. End turn and pray he doesn't have a Alolan Executor with Will in hand. And if he doesn't have Will, we have to pray that he doesn't land heads. Because right now, we do not have a good start. This is probably the worst start we've had. He's got the Alolan Executor. He's got the 3 energy. Does he have Will? Come on, no Will. Okay, heads. No, tails. Oh, why did I say heads first? All right, so now all he needs is a Will, and he's got a guaranteed win. And there's nothing I can do. Oricorio can't do anything, nothing. I don't have Magneton. We still have 6 cards left, and 2 of them are Magnetons. Not much we can do here. Like I said, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Don't beat yourself up too much on the losses. Just know that at the end of the day, there wasn't really anything you could have done with what you were dealt. Still a slim chance we can win. Wow! Where's my Magneton? Oh, man. Five cards left. 2 of them are Magnetons, so we can evolve. Just go ahead. Still a chance we can win, as long as he keeps flipping tails and doesn't find Will. It's a very slim chance, but I'll take it. It's a very slim chance, but we're gonna take it. Come on. 40% Magneton. Dude. I mean, at this stage, if we're not finding Magneton and no matter who he kills, he wins, I might as well retreat and get card draw, but have Elemental Switch and be able to do some extra damage. Like, this is embarrassing. Still no Magneton. 3 cards left. And 2 of them are Magnetons. Alright, he's got the Will. So well played. We just got very unlucky. Not much we can do about that, right? Sometimes you are destined to lose the game no matter the circumstances. So let's chalk it up as a loss. Let's move on to the next. That was crazy though, right? I think it was bottom 2 or Magneton. Pretty crazy. Nice, we're going second with Raichu. So sometimes going first or going second with Raichu doesn't really change. Aw, it does change something. We have Oricorio. So now good news is we're going second, so we get the energy advantage. Bad news is we can't damage the Oricorio, but good news again is we can damage a non-EX on the back with that 10 damage, and then we can Cyrus it. So we don't have a Sabrina or a Repel in the deck, but we do still have another Oricorio to deal with this Oricorio, and or we have Magnezo. Okay. All right. They had Leaf Pichu, so they're going to be able to swing in early with Ori, aka next turn. Next turn, they'll be able to do 50 damage to us. Which puts us at a bad start. We're going to need to find a... We're going to desperately need to find an Oricorio of our own. Alright, we got our own Oricorio. I'm gonna Raichu just in case he Sabrinas. We'll still attack here because I get the card draw and we hit the Pichu. Alright, so now next turn he hits us, we go down to 30, and then I can swap over to Oricorio, Elemental Switch. Type Null. Alright, so this is going to be a guaranteed Magnemite. We don't need to bring in the Pichu to do any damage, so I'm going to just Professors here. We got the Magneton. So I am a little nervous, because if I attack with Oricorio and they have Silvally in hand, we die on Oricorio. And I have nothing that I can trade. So I think I need to X-Speed, go over to the Raichu, and then just attack. If I'm making any sense at all right now. I'm not sure if I am. And I'm going to be attacking the Type Null. Because then at least my Magneton can kill it in the future. Or Magnezone. Leaf out. So they do have Silvally. The good news is I get to get another swing in on Type Null. I think we can win this. Another Elemental Switch. I need to play my cards right very carefully here. Alright, let's pause and think for a second. If I attack Silvally with Raichu, he'll attack me. I evolve into Magnezone. I kill his Silvally. He goes Oricorio. Cyrus's, and my Raiku's dead. He wins the game. If I swap from Raichu over to Oricorio and attack his Silvally, and he uses a supporter to kill the Oricorio, then again he'll just Oricorio Cyrus and kill our other Raichu, and then he wins the game. So no matter what, him having a Cyrus wins him the game. However, I do have a Mars in hand, which means just attack with the Raichu, he kills me, and then I Mars him. And then I think we're good. Right? Then I think we're absolutely good. So let's just go ahead, attack one more time, hit the Pichu. Assuming he doesn't have a Mars or a red card of his own, I get to Mars him next turn. And that'll probably get the Cyrus out of his hand, which means that we can get a win. Moment of truth. Nice. All right. So now it's going to come down to fate, because I'm confident that he does have that Cyrus in hand, and that's why he's going in here. So Magnezone's dropping down. Another Magna. Ooh, no. That would have been bad. I don't know why my game is trying to grab that. Before we mess up anything, let's just Mars. Because if I Cyrus, I can't Mars. That's bad. We have to do this to get the Cyrus out of his hand. All right. Magnemite. I think I already did the ability. I did. Let's go ahead and evolve Magnezone. Extra energy, I guess, doesn't hurt. Just in case he has a Team Rocket Grunt. Kill the Silvally. If he finds another type null, this could be bad for us. He needs to not type null this turn, and then we can win. He still found the Cyrus after I Marsed him. I mean, well played, dude. I predicted the Cyrus. I Marsed to stop the Cyrus. I put you to 10 cards in hand. You went down to 1. Not much we can do after we did our best, right? Is this better than the #1 deck right now? I'm not sure what the #1 deck right now is. Suicune? I will say this deck is very good, but obviously every deck is going to have a little bit of unlucky plays happening. Even the best deck in the game, whatever that deck is going to have some unlucky games. Like this game right here was quite unlucky, despite us playing very well and the deck performing well. Who knew that he would have won the 10% chance of getting Cyrus back in his hand when we, no, less than a 10% chance, I think, right? Because he had 12 cards total. Anywho, this deck is pretty good. We're going second. We got Raichu against another Lightning. Mirror matchup. All right, so he's going first. To give us a better start, he needs to not put Magnemite down on the back. As long as that Pokeball isn't a Magnemite, because now this feels like a mirror matchup, then... Oh, it's a Dragonite. Oh, interesting. So does that mean he's running like Ho-Oh? Or a Mantike? Giratina. Raikou? Giratina, Dragonite. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Assuming that's a Dragonite EX that he's about to evolve into, we have an Oricorio, which means that they quite literally can't do anything. So it would be kind of hilarious if I just put down the Oricorio. And I'm going to Giant Cape this. Because, for example... End turn. Yeah, because, for example, if he doesn't have base Dragonite, he can't do any damage to us unless he goes Dratini. Or Dragonair, my bad. And he chooses not to Rare Candy. But I feel like maybe he cut Rare Candy out of the deck because of Raikou. And maybe exposing Oricorio early might have been a bad thing still. We'll have to find out. One thing for certain, though. Every one of his Pokemon are EXs. I'm not going to Professor's Research yet. Because I think if I can just kill the Dratini... I mean, I guess I should have Professored for a Cyrus. Or a Mars. Our hand's about to get very thick right now, and if he ends up using red card or Mars on us, it's bad. Alright, we have 8 cards remaining, 2 Cyruses. We just have to kill the Dratini. That's the main threat. And I'm kind of waiting on not putting down other Pokemon, just in case. He's got 5 cards left. Broken Space Bellow's going down. I'll take a Mars right now, too, if not for a Cyrus. Okay, so I technically should have used Professors the last turn. We got Mars, we got Cyrus. We have everything in hand. 10 cards, in fact. We were not going to be able to draw any other cards. So best case scenario, he doesn't leaf out and kill with Gary, or he can't kill with Giratina if he leafs. We'll still be living. And then I can just hit with 60 and then do 1 damage to Raichu on the back. So guaranteed we get a kill here at +2 while damaging the Giratina. And then he still has to deal with Oricorio. If he is running Dragonite, he's not generating any water energy. He's got 4 lightning energy. So that does buy us a vast amount of time right here, and I could have theoretically built some Magna Zones, but I still think just not putting down other basic Pokemon, making him kill the Raikou and then dealing with the Oricorio after is going to be the best play, because right now he doesn't have an answer to the Oricorio. Alright, so he's got that leaf, like we predicted. However, since he leafs, he can't red, and if he can't red, he can't kill our Raikou, which means we still get a chance to kill their Raikou. The question is, should I kill the Raikou with my Raikou, or should I just... Wait, he's not even going to attack! He's so, like, flabbergasted right now of his lightning energy that he doesn't even want to attack. Alright, well, let's just Cyrus the Dratini and go for a 2-in-1. Kill the Dratini, kill the Raikou, we're good to go. Dang, he got unlucky. Again, I don't know what deck he was playing, but this is why if you're running dual energy, you kind of want to have the baby Pokemon thrown in, because sometimes you're going to generate 4 of the same energy in a row. Believe it or not, I was running a triple energy deck, and I still generated 4 of the same energy in a row with triple energy. It's crazy. It's wild, man. You gotta be careful out here. You gotta go man tyke. The rage quit. Okay. You think the opponent was unlucky there? Yeah. We got unlucky last game, and then the opponent got unlucky this game. It's just how it works, right? Equilibrium. We are going first here. We got Magnemite. Normally going first with Magnemite not is... Oh. We found our first mirror matchup. I did not expect that. I kind of don't want to put anything down just yet. I'm going to Giant Cape, obviously, to thin our hand. And I'm going to end turn. I don't really want to put anything down at the moment. Now, in a mirror matchup, I will admit he has the better start. He's starting with Raichu in the front, so he gets more card draw, and he has energy advantage, so he can start attacking for 60 and hitting any of my bench Pokemon. The only way I would have won this mirror matchup is if I was going first, which we are going first. But we started with Raichu in the front and Magnemite in the back, and we had a Magneton with Elemental Switch. None of that happened. None of that happened. So now if I put Raichu down and I swap to Raichu, I can get card draw, but I'll have no energy. So this is a very bad start, but I need to put Raichu down now, just so I can start getting some kind of energy going. In fact, I think I'm going to actually put one energy on Magneton here, or Magnemite here. Mars him, and then we attack for 20. Just so he doesn't try and build up this Magnemite in the back. Mainly because he'll attack for 60, I go down to 20, and then I put one energy on Raichu, attack again for 20. I can still two-shot him when I get first hit on Raichu, but he can't kill me before I kill him, if I'm making any sense. So that's how we're going to try and play it out. Ooh, the Oricorio doesn't help me, though. If anyone were to win this mirror matchup, it's going to be him. He's got a phenomenal start. If we somehow win even after, then I'd be heavily surprised. We pulled the X speed, 1 in 13 chance of us doing that. So arguably, in hindsight, I could have put the energy on Raichu and then just attacked this turn for 60, which would have been great. Guzma means he does get first swing. So it puts my math out the window. And we're just cooked now. Because I've already lost my Giant Cape. I have no other healing. Hits for 60. If I leave, he can Cyrus. That's GG. He's got me. That's game. Doesn't even matter if I play it out. That's game. I'd have to put energy to retreat on it. Yeah, I'd have to put the same energy to retreat. Nothing we would have done there. So if you are going up against a mirror matchup, make sure you have Raichu and make sure you are going second. Or if you're going first, make sure that you at least have Magnezone in the back. Magneton. So if we're going first here, which we are, let's have Raichu, hopefully. Magnemite, not good, but we do have an X speed, which kind of makes up for it. Now we just have to Professors into a Raichu, and then we'll be set still. Pichu and Raichu. A lot of lightning decks today on this Friday. We got Elemental Switch. Please give me a Pokeball. Please give me another basic, anything. Aw, man. It's not the end of the world, mainly because we can still X speed next turn. The best case scenario would be Professor's Research that I top deck right now into a Raichu and a Magnet. Oh, okay. Now it's kind of bad. Well, our Magnemite is as good as dead. Unless I can top deck X Speed and Magnezone or Magneton. Yeah. Our Magnemite is as good as dead. Let's go ahead and just Raichu and let's end turn. Because if he swings in here, at least I get first swing on him, which doesn't really do anything. We're still going to die unless I find the Giant Cape. All right, a giant cape can win us the game. One in 11. One in 11. And I think he has to hit me twice. I have to hit him 3 times. So because I'm going 3 hits, I'm going to go with the Pichu 3 hits. Because I can kill the Raichu at the same time as we kill the Pichu. Again, one single giant cape. 1 in 9 will get us the win here. Giant cape, hit the Raichu, take him to 30. Hit the Pichu, take it to 10. And then we go to 80. We'll go down to 20 after his next attack. Come on, giant cape. 1 in 9. 1 in 9. 1 in 9 chance we win. Ah, well played. Well played. Not much we can do there. I could swap and go to Raichu. That's technically the only thing I can do. Of course, once he gets his Cyrus, we're cooked. Because we're still back at square one, which is I need to find the giant cape. Actually, no. He needs to 3-shot me on Raichu here. But a Cyrus for him will definitely, yeah. All we needed was a giant cape. I need to switch out to Raichu. That wouldn't have got us the win, Ryan. I put energy on Magnemite. I lose the energy to switch to Raichu. He attacks me. I have 0 energy. I put 1 energy on Raichu. He attacks me again. That's 120 damage he gets to do to me before I even get a chance to attack him. I'd lose the game if I did that. Yeah, we would have lost the game. No one's playing Suicune today, man. We've gone up against nothing but lightning decks. No Suicunes. All right, we're going first. We got Magneton, we got Pokeball. We're just missing an Elemental Switch and a Magnemite. And this Pokeball will give us a 66% chance of it being a Magnemite. 66% chance right here, Magnemite. Nice. All right, so boom. I'm going to Professors to give us the best possible chance of finding Elemental Switch. In all honesty, we got it. I was going to say, in all honesty, I'm not too afraid of just putting down all my, or using Professor's Research. Because at the end of the day, the opponent, even if I have 4 cards in hand and save the Professor's Research to hope that they wouldn't red card me, they're going to still red card. Everyone red cards when you have 4 cards in hand. Hell, I've been red carded when I have 3 cards in hand. You know, I have reason to believe when anyone has a red card, they just use the red card. I've even been red carded when I had 2 cards in hand. Double 2. So we might as well Professors immediately, just do everything we possibly can to get max card draw, so we can actually Elemental Switch and then swing in. You know? That's my theory, at least. So with all of that yapping out of the way and all of that being said and done, let's go ahead and Volt Charge. I'm going to Giant Cape the Raichu because I think that can keep us alive against the Arceus if somehow he finds all of his basic Pokemon that he needs. Energy here. Elemental Switch there. And then let's start swinging in for 60 and doing some damage on the Arceus. Nice. Mars will come in handy if my Raichu ever dies. Now we just have to slow build the Magneton. So if he wants to swing in here, he loses all energy. And Arceus gets nothing. Then he'd have to go to the Oricorio. Which I guess he would do that, right? He'd swing in here, put me down to 100, put Oricorio in, and then put energy on Arceus while Oricorio tanks the front. That seems like the most plausible play that he could make. In which case, I think I put bench energy on my Oricorio. I'm going to put bench energy on my Oricorio. And then I think I'm going to wait. Never mind. I was going to say I'm going to wait and then just attack and then hit the Arceus again. He already knew it was basically over hitting the Arceus, and we have Cyrus. Alright, let's try and get one more game in here. Alright, I'm going first. Again, going first isn't the worst if we can find a Magnemite. Because we already have the Elemental Switch. It's a Raichu. We still have a chance of finding Magnemite. 13 cards, 2 of them with a Pokeball. We got the Magnemite. Not bad. Magnemite's going down. Another Raiku's going down. Oricorio is dropping. We got the Elemental Switch. Now all we need is a Magneton, and we can start doing some work. Come on. 11 cards. Magnezone. Wrong one. Come on. It's a 2 in 10 chance. 20%. And we can kill this Poliwrath before it even gets a chance to evolve. The beauty of going first with Raichu and Magnemite. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Show us the Magneton. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, I love this deck, man. It's so good when you're going first, so good when you're going second. Assuming that when you're going first, you do get the Magneton in the back with the Elemental Switch. You do need some cards to go your way, right? But when they do, it feels very good. Poliwrath's out of here. No energy for you. And we have a Cyrus to bring back this Poliwrath if they wanted to try and retreat out. They're not even going to play it out. This deck is extremely quick, man. Whew. I'm loving this deck. I am. All right, so I think this is a sign right now, ladies and gentlemen. We went up against a Poliwrath deck. We went up against a Poliwrath deck, aka Poliwrath. Obliterated it because, well, we had first energy evolution advantage and they didn't, and we just had everything going. But I think that means that we should play Poliwrath now. All right, so let's talk about the deck here, and then we're gonna switch decks over. All right, so this is the Raichu EX deck, my second Raichu deck that we ended up playing. The other Raichu deck that we had double Zeraora and Shining Revelry Pikachu, I think. This is a completely different Raichu EX deck, but very strong nonetheless. It still has that same one Oricorio. We have double Raichu, of course, but instead of the Zeraoras and the Pikachu, we have double Magnemite, double Magneton, double Magnezone. We still have the same Elemental Switch because if you're going first and you have Raichu in the front and Magnemite in the back, you can evolve because you have first energy or first evolution advantage. Evolve, Volt Charge, generate energy on Magneton, Elemental Switch, bring it to Raichu, put that bench energy onto Raichu, and you're able to attack even when you went first, which is very good for ramping. We have X speed in case we start with Magnemite or Oricorio and we want to actually have a Raichu be in the front if we're going second. So X speed is for that. Double Pokeball because we are running 5 basics in the deck. A Giant Cape so we can put it on our Magnezone so we can stay alive from other Pokemon that are hitting us. or just our Raichu at 130 in case we're going up against like an Arceus or a Suicune with Garrett or with Greninja, so on and so forth. Double Professors, 1 Mars for hand disruption, and double Cyrus because Raikou is able to attack the bench Pokemon. You don't really need a Sabrina for this. I don't really run Guzma or any healing items. This is just the full-on aggression. Very quick games, and heavily in your favor depending on whether you go first or second. Doesn't really matter. As long as you have, I guess, Magneton to build up some energy, you should be good to go. And I think this deck might also be better than the other Raikou variant that I ended up running, which was the Shining Pikachu, because sometimes it was very hard to try and build up that 3 energy. At least this way, it's very simple to get things going, and you still have a heavy hitter, which is a non-EX Magnezone if you want to try and throw these onto the front line and let your other Pokemon in the back rest up. There is one also fast deck. I forgot to mention that, yes, this is the Raikou EX deck. This is the deck that got us Masters rank. We went on like 7-game win streaks from Ultra Ball 4 up to Masters. I forgot to mention that this was the Masters, or this was the deck that got us to Masters rank. Which is why I wanted to try it, because I was playing it offline. I was playing this deck offline, but I had a lot of fun with it, so I was like, might as well play it online, right? So that's the Raikou EX deck. Because we have a new Raikou deck, I'm going to delete the other Raikou deck. And I like this Raikou deck a lot better. And then we'll go ahead and make a new deck here. Emolga, Yamper, and Tapu Koko is another fast deck. Emolga, Yamper, Tapu Koko. I'll write that down. Emolga, Yamper, Tapu Koko. Is yeah, that's from the new expansion, Yamper, I think. All right, I'll write that down. I'll see if we end up getting to it. I don't think we'll be able to play that deck today. It's 9:50. I'm gonna be getting off in about an hour, actually. Like an hour and 10 minutes, possibly, something like that. So we gotta work quick. Emolga is a baby Pokemon. This attack does 1 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. Wisdom of Sea and Sky. Oh, that came out in Extra Dimensional Crisis. Wait, why do you want Emolga? What's so special about that in the Yamper Tapu Koko? You do oh, because it's 1 energy, 40 damage, and against all the water decks, that's easily able to one-shot the Froakie. No matter if you're going first or second, you can still just one-shot it. I think that's what it is. It's the Froakie counter, right? Yamper evolution, when it has damage on it, it does 70 damage for 1 energy. Oh, what's the evolution name? I actually don't know. That's an interesting card then. Tund. Oh, that's crazy. Yamper, Boltund, 1 energy, and Emolga? What the heck? Was that from this expansion? That was. Oh, that's pretty good. Would you also reckon to run X-Speed in that deck, maybe? I'm gonna write it down. I'll write it down on the deck list so we have another deck to play. But we're not going to have time to play it today. That sounds like a lot of fun. No full art Poliwrath. I mean, I could full art Poliwrath. I just don't have double full art Poliwrath. But I'll run one. All right, I just threw down some basic stuff. You guys can help me figure out what we want in the Poliwrath deck. I'll give it a couple of quick games. I don't want to spend too long deck building because I don't really have much time to play today. But we have Poliwag, Poliwrath. I need Mantike in the deck, right? One Tapu Koko, one Oricorio for that other deck. One Tapu Koko, one Oricorio. I'm writing all this down. You still can't tell if dual energy is good or fighting, just raw fighting. If you go raw fighting, you'd have to make sure you find the Mantike, right? Maybe no Sabrina in this deck. Or maybe no Guzma. Alright, so does this deck look good? Yes or no? What do we think? Double Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, so 2/1/2, double Rare Candy, double Riolu, double Lucario, Mantike, double Mantike, double Pokeball, Sabrina Cyrus, double Research. I could also go Lily if I want to heal my Poliwrath because it's a stage 2 over like a Sabrina. Because we do a lot of damage. Right? We're doing a lot of damage on Poliwrath. And with Lucario, I think everything just dies. With Lucario, everything dies. So maybe I go Lily for some big healing. Alright, does that seem good? Is that the usual? Double Lucario, double Mantike, and then dual energy? Dual energy, if I start with Riolu, that's bad. Because I'll never be able to attack with Riolu. Part of me feels like I need to go fighting only. I don't know. Have you guys played any Poliwrath? What's worked for you? Because I've tried Poliwrath on like the first day or second day when it, or yeah, the first day, and I couldn't get it to work. So is that it? Lily, Cyrus. I don't even know if we need Cyrus. I guess we could get Cyrus because if I hit one Pokemon for 20 damage, I can always bring it back, or if I just don't one-shot it. It just feels like maybe I don't even want Cyrus. I just keep swinging with Poliwrath and go double Lily maybe. The big healing. Watch out for the Oricorio. If we're going against Oricorio, Lucario can clean up. Lucario does 40 damage plus the weakness to Oricorio, which is 60, plus the 20 extra damage, so 80. We're doing 80 damage to Lucario, 2 energy. You just say use Politoed, and maybe I say just use Politoed and maybe a Scarf or something. I tried with Politoed. We tried Politoed. It didn't work on the day one. Poliwrath just takes too long to set up. We'll try this deck. Let's try a couple of games. All right. We'll try 3 games. And if we are 0-3, because the last time I played this Poliwrath deck, we went 0-4, but it was with Politoed instead. So if we go 0-3 right here, then we're just not gonna continue. We'll try something else. We'll try a different deck or something. We are going second, and we got Riolu. So we are running dual energy with no X speed, so a Riolu with water energy obviously isn't going to do anything, which kind of sucks because we can't mark the enemy and then Cyrus it back or anything like that. Not like we'd want to hit the Mantike anyways. Oh, they got a good start. Going first with Dratini and a Mantike. Ooh. Aw, double Professor's gone. Depending on how this game goes, we may or may not just go raw fighting energy. Because I've had my fair share of water energy. I don't know. So call me a broken record. But out of all the dual energy type decks I run, like fighting in water with Garchomp, triple energy with water, fire, and grass, for some reason water is the energy that I generate the most. I don't know if it's something in the coding where water just gets more generation compared to the other elements or something. I know I sound crazy right now, man. But even in a triple energy deck, I did generate water energy, I think 4 times in a row. And I'm like, dude, there's 2 other energy types. There's fire and grass. Where's the fire? Where's the grass? Another Riolu. I'm going to put the Riolu down just in case he tries to Sabrina, and then we're going to end turn. So I'm hoping it's a Dragonite EX and not a base Dragonite, because if it's a base Dragonite, we just die here, I think, right? All of us are going out. Oh, Dragonair. He's trying to build double trouble. I can't believe I've let this guy get away with this. If this was any other deck, these little Pokemon in the front would be dead. They'd be cooked. I've got to go fighting, because unfortunately, that's just how it has to be, right? Wait, I could have gone fighting on the front and then had Riolu kill the Mantike. But then I would never get my fighting energy back, and I wouldn't be able to attack with my whatchamacallit, right? If they ended up getting their Dragonite this turn. Man, if only we were fighting energy only. This would have been so much easier. I could have at least gotten a +1 on the Mantike. No! I bet you the game's gonna give me Poliwrath. I bet you Poliwrath is coming, watch. Dude. If my Poliwrath lived, that would have been 160 damage to the Dragonite. All right, so should we go just pure? I think we go pure fighting energy. Let's go pure fighting, and after this game, I realized the math on it. Because if we're going pure fighting, I can still have Lucario as a consistent way to do damage and kill an attack. Good, right? You don't need water energy, theoretically speaking. However, you do have Mantikes in the deck just so you can do extra 40 damage. Because at the end of the day, Poliwrath EX doing 100 damage is still good damage. You do 100, they run away. You Cyrus, another 100, they're dead. Still good damage. You're not one-shotting, but still good damage. And with double Lucario, that makes up for the non-water energy because you still have double Lucario on the back line, which lets you do 140 damage. You're back in the fight. So with that logic in mind, I'm going to argue and say we go fighting energy only. Maybe we still keep the double Mantike. Part of me feels like I shouldn't even use Mantike. We just go fighting energy only, but we'll see how this goes. Maybe I just run one Mantike. Actually, double Mantike is good because if you're going first, you can start with Mantike and start building up stuff. It helps you on your first turn because if you're going first, it takes a lot of energy to build up Poliwrath, so you do need double Mantike. All right, we're going first here against a Froakie, Giratina. Let me guess. Dark. Oh wait, no Darkrai. Never mind. I'm gonna end turn. Nothing to do here. Would have been nice if we had another Riolu in the back so I could evolve the back and then still attack with the front. They are opting to attack in the front unless they want to swap. I think this is definitely telegraphing that they have a whatchamacallit in hand, right? A Greninja in hand. So I think I'm obligated to red card even though they only have 3 cards in hand. And I suppose I'll just go ahead and Lucario. Because maybe they get Rare Candy and Greninja again, I'll be dead on that turn. If I evolve and they don't evolve, I still do 60 damage and Froakie still dies. So no matter what, attacking does nothing. 20 damage doesn't do anything. And if he does evolve here, which he does have it again, then at least I live bare minimum, right? We live at 20 HP, which means that I can still do something. Doesn't really help, because if he attacks here and I go down to 20, he can Water Shuriken next turn, and whoever I put down in the back will be under 60 HP, which means that we are going to die. So whoever I get from this Pokeball is theoretically dead. It's a Riolu. So Riolu goes down. I do energy on the back or the front, doesn't matter. Water Shuriken, 60, we're dead. Concede, on to the next one. That was a mathematically impossible game to win. We're 0-2. I'll give it one more game. And if we go 0-3, then we're just going to chalk up the Poliwrath as a whatever deck for now. And I'll do Poliwrath next time. We're going to move on to something else. Either the Emolga deck or the Gengar Memory Light Morty deck. Is Dragonite the new meta now? I'm not sure if Dragonite's the new meta. But I guess with the Mantike and with Pichu, you got pretty fast ways to ramp it up. More baby Pokemon in the deck, the better, I guess. All right, we are going first. We do have Mantike. Not gonna lie, I've not seen anyone play Sweets Relay in a good minute. And a double Mantike is bad because we can't really do anything here. We need to find another Pokemon to utilize Mantike. We found it, Poliwag. All right, so I'm gonna put down the other Mantike. Honestly, I don't know why, but let's just Splashy Toss. I think the Mantike is going down mainly because if for some reason they Sabrina, I don't want them to hit the Poliwag. And then I'd have to retreat off and lose the energy. Alright, so it says that they are going to be doing 30 damage. So my Mantike is dead in the front. So I might as well just keep the Mantike. Boom. Put another Poliwag down. And then I'm going to go ahead and Splashy Toss the other Poliwag. Because now we can have 2 Poliwags. Mantike has done his job. He's got water on both. Now we can go in. And I think Lily is going to be a better healing. I'm just thinking about it out loud. Lily is definitely going to be better here because Poliwrath is a stage 2 and we got more healing. And on the off chance that we don't use Mantike the entire game and we don't have water energy, at least I can still heal. Yeah, I can still heal. We don't have to worry about that condition, technically speaking. Oops. One less. Chat, is this the new Sweets Pokemon that came out this update? Or was this in the last update? Because I don't remember this Pokemon. I don't remember this Pokemon. It's a free energy attacker for 50. So you can put Leaf Cape on it. Few updates ago. Really? I played a Sweets Relay deck, but I never made a Sweets Relay deck with this Pokemon. Alright, it seems like the opponent just gave up. The moment they realized that our Poliwrath was built and ready to go, they knew nothing. None of their Pokemon would be able to take down 180 HP. Poliwrath is a tanky beast, man. So unfortunately for them, they're not coming back. Cherubi. New Sweetsmon. Alright. So we'll take that win, I suppose, right? So let me see. Where is the... Cherubi? Wisdom of Sea and Sky. New Sweets Pokemon that just went under the radar. Cherubi came out in Triumphant Light. The original Cherubi. But this right here kind of means that it could make the Sweets Relay deck a little bit better. Putting a Leaf Cape on. No energy needed to attack. I mean, the Sweets Relay Pokemon don't need that much energy to attack anyway, so arguably questionable anyways, right? It's cool seeing that. I don't think we're going to be playing any Sweets Pokemon anytime soon. We're going second, and I think we have the best possible start because we have Mantike. Going second, going first, it doesn't really matter for us as long as they don't Sabrina us, because worst case scenario, they can evolve here with Zubat into Crobat, 1 energy to attack, and then Sabrina kill my Poliwag. We need to find another basic Pokemon to stay alive and stay safe. Or we just have to hope, right? But so far, so good. I don't mind going second with a Mantike. Going first is obviously more preferred. Alright, moment of truth. Y'all ready? Does he have Sabrina? What do you think? Because if he doesn't have Sabrina, ooh, Rare Candy Poliwrath is about to unleash his wrath. And I think they are weak to fighting. Yeah, weak to fighting. So we're going to be doing 160 damage to the Zubat, Crobat. It'll be at 10 HP. Come on, no Sabrina, no Sabrina, no Sabrina. Let's go. All right. Now we just have to hope they don't have another Crobat because we'll be dead. I don't think our Poliwrath can live. So let's go ahead. Rare Candy time. I am sad that we can't one-shot this thing. Boom. Poliwag in the back so we can start building another one. 160. I say build another one, but once this Poliwrath in the front dies, we're dead. We need to find our Lily. Top decking a Lily would be very nice because they're working on that other gold on that other one. 90 damage. Plus the poison, 10. Ooh, no Lily. Gonna have to Professors because I can't do anything else. We got the Lily, okay. But if I switch an attack, I don't have water energy. Dang. Because I went with the Poliwhirl or the Poliwag that doesn't have. So mathematically speaking, if I attack, I go down to 50. He can't Nightmare Aura and Venomous Fang at the same time, so I'll be fine. The only way he wins is if he has a Crobat in hand, and he only has one Pokemon card at the moment. So if he has Crobat, then GG. I can't change. I don't know how you were able to build double Crobat. The sheer luck. If he doesn't have Crobat, then we still live. Assuming he doesn't have Dawn. That is some wild stuff, I'm not gonna lie, Chief. That is some double Crobat. Alright, man. That's some wild. That's wild. Double Crobat, dude. Double Crobat. Should I put double Lily in the deck? Like, I am a little sad we couldn't find our healing quicker, sooner. Do I need to change my Poliwag to a Poliwag that can attack? Yeah, because theoretically, I don't need to call for family if we are using Mantike in the first place, right? But 10 energy, I mean 10 damage would have been enough to kill that. I could Poliwag. Poliwag for 10 kills that Crobat. That's super hyper. So if I'm starting first and I have Poliwag, I call for family, bring another Poliwag in. Whenever I find Mantike, I'm gonna go damage Poliwag. Because I can one-shot Magby. That's going to be the argument here. Because I can one-shot Magby with it. Now, let me take a look at the Poliwhirls. Poliwhirl, 30 energy. 80 health. Let's go with this one. 1 energy, 30. Because I could have also swapped an attack and then lived. So maybe it's not Poliwag, it's Poliwhirl. Take out 1 Riolu. No, I think this is fine. I think I just needed to swap my Poliwhirls and Poliwraths out. And now we're okay. I just don't know if we need the Cyrus to bring back Pokemon, but now since we have more damaging Pokemon, let's keep it. And let's move on. Alright, deck list is updated. With the newer Poliwraths, we'll keep going because I think we should have won that game and that could have been a win for us. I got my buddy. We are going second. Let's pop the Poliwags down. 3 cards in hand. I highly doubt they can or they will red card us, right? Hopefully not. All right, no red card. They're running Tapu Koko, and they're running a deck I've never seen before, actually. Also, this is kind of bad because their Oricorio can kill us. So us finding that Riolu here was key. Because we're going to want to evolve and actually attack the Oricorio with Riolu. And I think we're able to one-shot it. So I am going to put 1 energy on Riolu, but at the same time, I'm going to Splashy Toss the Poliwag. So Poliwag is set up with energy. So now we got best of both worlds, right? We got Riolu to deal with the Oricorio if he doesn't swap from the active. And we got Poliwrath getting set up. Not Tapu Koko EX. It's because he wants to Tapu Koko attack and switch over to Oricorio. In my opinion, this game is basically over for him. But in my opinion, I feel like if he wants to Tapu Koko Oricorio, why not run the new Jump Pluff? You know what I mean? Because Jump Pluff is also really good. And it has so much HP that it's probably not going to die. Even though it's an EX, you can still get by with just Jump Pluff and not a Tapu Koko. If you want to do that whole flip-flop swapping back to your Oricorio so it can't get hit. Gotta love Lucario, man. One-shotting the Oris. We do 80 damage. If we had the other Riolu, we could have done 100 and one-shot this guy. I still don't know what this thing evolves into. Oh, there goes the EX version. So they had an EX. Interesting. Here goes the other Riolu. I am going to just set up the Poliwag, just in case we find a rare candy, because we already have Poliwrath in hand. We have double rare candy. I should have set up the other Riolu or other Lucario. Mars, ooh. Got one. Now we got the opposite. We got rare candy. Poliwhirl. I guess we can thin our hand from the other Poliwag. Poly. I think what I'm gonna do, I really want to retreat, lose energy, go Riolu, and then attack and kill Tapu Koko. It does mean I'm losing all energy, but I get to build more time for my Poliwhirl, I guess. Yeah, let's Riolu. I could have just put the energy on Riolu and then attacked with Lucario. Because Tapu Koko can't one-shot a Lucario if I did top deck Lucario here. But I think it's still fine. We have 7 cards. 2 of them are Poliwraths. And as long as we find one... Ah, Cyrus. At least we got the Cyrus out of the way then. I don't know why he would Cyrus and attack. I had no energy. I wasn't able to attack with that anyways. But maybe for the damaging effect. Lily. Uh-oh. I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous right now. 6 cards, 2 of them are Poliwraths, 33% chance we win. Come on, Poliwrath. Come on, Poliwrath. Nice. That was a close game. Against such a random deck, but we'll take the win nonetheless. 160 damage. It just shows the power of red card and Mars, right? There, that one Mars they played almost made us lose the game. Always got to run either a red card or a Mars in your deck. Yeah, this game is not the same as TCG Live, Deku. This is Pokemon Pocket. It's like a miniaturized version of Pokemon TCG, the TCG Live. I think TCG Live has a thicker deck capacity. This has 20 cards in a deck, and you only need 3 points to win. Like prize, 3 prize cards, I guess. So it's more fast-paced, more streamlined for on the go. It's like the mobile experience. We're going first against Darkrai. We got to find a Pokeball or some basic Pokemon so we can get the ball rolling here. Preferably a Poliwrath, because we can't really do anything with Riolu. Oh man, we'll take it. My heart almost sank. Let's red card turn 1. It always happens to me. Time to make it happen to them. Splash and toss. We got the water energy. We got Poliwhirl. We got fighting coming up. I think we're set. Now, I don't need to actually swap over to Poliwag and attack and do like extra damage unless he giant capes, because we one-shot him anyways, right? 140 and we do 140. So I think we just keep Mantike in the front just so we can absorb all the damage from Dark Prism. That's going to be best case scenario, because even if he Dark Prism and kills my Mantike next turn, he doesn't do any damage. He can't attack yet, right? Professor's here. We got Riolu. Let's just double Riolu. Honestly, I'm going to put Fighting Energy here. And then Splat. Oh my goodness. I just messed up. I messed up. I think we're still fine, but we definitely forgot about the Mantike only on baby Pokemon. Or only on basic Pokemon. Because if we get Poliwrath here, we technically get to lose this advantage. We didn't get it. But we still don't get to attack. Everything's all like messed up now, right? So I'm doing 80 damage. I still think I'm going to put 1 energy here. And I'm just going to end turn for now. We're still okay, because they only got 1 prize point. They got 1 win, or 1 kill. And Poliwrath can still clean up everything, and they still need to get 2. But we definitely forgot about the baby Pokemon, putting it on basic Pokemon. Even if they leaf out and kill here, we still have a chance of just... We still... Like, the game... This game doesn't change until we find our Poliwrath. We need Poliwrath no matter what, right? Alright, so now I'm going to attack. 80 damage. If they had Leaf, they would have used Leaf last turn. They didn't use Leaf, so I'm assuming they don't have Leaf right now. So let's go ahead and just attack. They won't be able to retreat, and we can still pick up the kill. Professors means they can't Leaf, and they can't Poke Center Lady, and they can't Giant Cape the front. So no matter what, we do get a +2, and the only thing that they can do is either Sabrina to kill the other Lucario, or just kill the front Lucario. The game is still coming down to we need to find our Poliwrath in order to win. Still not finding it. Energy's going to the other Lucario, and let's attack. Ooh, wait. Should I attack for 80? I give him a free switch if I do, assuming that he doesn't have Leaf in hand. I'm not going to attack. There's some times where you don't want to attack, and sometimes when you do. Sure, I can pick up a +2, but he'll kill me, and Lucario will die in 1 hit from Darkrai, and I only have 33% chance of finding Poliwrath. Assuming he doesn't have Leaf in hand still, and he doesn't swap this turn, I get to buy myself 1 more turn to try and find Poliwrath. Gives us better odds. And if he does leaf and switch over to Darkrai and attack and kill, then it doesn't change anything because I can still Cyrus the other Darkrai after I kill this front Darkrai if I did end up top decking it. Because this other Darkrai in the front won't be able to build up energy quick enough. Red card is definitely helping us because we only need one more card. Nice. They did us a solid here. Well played. Thank you to the opponent. Poliwrath. Retreat. And I'm ready. 180 damage. Whoo! I don't know how your Darkrai is gonna survive 180 damage. We're gonna survive. They do 20 on the Nightmare, 80 on the attack, 100 total. Red, 120. I'm living at 40 HP. And if they try to Cyrus the Lucario, I could just go into the Poliwrath. We're still living. 180 damage is coming your way right now, alright? How are you gonna live? TikTok, what's it gonna be? We still one shot a Giratina. Even with a giant cape, and if they used blue. Which I don't know why they're using blue if they would. Right? But I'm just thinking of all the best possible scenarios that they can live. Come on, Darkrai Giratina. End your turn. So I can put you out of your misery. Make you rethink playing Darkrai Giratina. When did Darkrai Giratina come out? How many expansions ago? This is a crazy deck to still run into. Hey, look. No matter how much damage you try and do to the Poliwrath, we are still cooking, alright? Because we got a little secret. It's called Lily. Back up to 100, baby. This is pretty fun. Not gonna lie, man. Poliwrath with Lucario might be the play. As long as you run just pure fighting energy, because then you have options of non-EXs to swing in and kill or absorb damage while your Poliwrath is being built up. Poliwrath, isn't that just a Dragonite with less damage? Whoa, now. My Poliwrath does 180. Wait, you might be right, actually. They're both stage 2s. Dragonite has no weakness. He attacks the front. They both have 180 HP. They both, I mean, Giga Impact is doing 180, but you can't attack the next turn. But Lyra kind of solves that situation. And it has a less retreat cost. So same HP, no weakness, less retreat cost, same damage. You do need double energy though versus Poliwrath, who only needs just one fighting. Let me have fun with my Poliwrath, all right? Quit trying to say that Poliwrath is a worse Dragonite EX. Why not attack? If I attacked, they would have been able to swing in with Darkrai a lot sooner. We wanted to stall to build our win condition. All right, we're going first. And going first with Riolu isn't that great. This is still not that great. They got Suicune. So they probably energy Froakie and then swap to Suicune and then draw a card. Whoa, they're not. Okay. They're doing 20 damage. If they put 3 Pokemon down, they're doing 60 and they kill us. So I think I have to evolve here. It lets that Froakie know, like, hey, you're gonna die unless you swap, so you have to put energy and swap. Which means that I get first hit on the Suicune, which is still good. Decent. Whereas their basic Pokemon, another Suicune. Giant Cape on the Greninja. Wait, they're gonna stay in the front with Greninja. They're not swapping. They want to kill me next turn. That red card was looking so good a couple turns ago. I've got to build up Poliwag. Poliwag can technically one-shot all of their Pokemon at full HP. They do just enough now. Suicune. Greninja is definitely a hard matchup with this deck. Rare Candy. Let's see if Poliwrath can win on his own. End turn. 100 damage every single turn. Can we win? Which is Poliwrath and Lily. And they do 60 damage a turn plus the Greninja 80. Oh, of course, red to do even more damage as if Greninja wasn't enough for you. Man, Tyke, I needed you like a turn ago, man. Sorry, we're just dead, chat. We're dead. I needed the Mantike before I evolved so I could one-shot every Pokemon, and then we could have won. We only have one Lily in the deck. And them hitting for 60 plus Greninja. Like, I could maybe build another Poliwrath and pray they don't have a Cyrus, but let's be honest, they have 3 cards left in their deck. What are the last 2 cards? It's gonna be a Cyrus. At least one. Yeah, we need that Mantike earlier. Alright, well played. How's it going, Azan Khan? For the record, that was our first Suicune Greninja deck we've seen all day. Have I seen the Malamar trailer? I have not. Pokemon? No, I haven't. It's definitely the next Mega Pokemon. Is it obvious? Going second. Bro, don't tell me it's Milk Tank. This is the final boss, Milk Tank. And us without a Sabrina to slow down his ramp. It's gonna feel real bad. I'm gonna red card, take him down from 5 to 3. And just swing in here. So he's doing 10 damage, and then he's gonna do 40 damage. But if I can find a rare candy, Poliwrath just kills it. Aw, come on. Not Team Rocket Grunt. Mantike is thrown in. I think that's better. Mantike is better. We're gonna die once, but at the very least, we can generate energy without worrying about another Team Rocket Grunt. And all we need is a rare candy, and we can one-shot him, even with a giant cape on his side. So 2 in 13 chance. Now he's doing 70 damage. I'm gonna have full faith in the rare candy. Shut this little milk tank down. It's a Riolu. So if I swap over to Poliwag, which I think is what we want to do, use the fighting energy. Hope he doesn't have a Sabrina, or else I go Riolu. Put the fighting energy back on. And then we end turn, right? Because he's doing 70 this turn, and then next he's doing 100, which means my Lucario would have died. I needed Lucario at the very beginning of the game to kill the Milk Tank. It's a 2 in 12 chance. There's no way we are losing to a Milk Tank. Come on, rare candy. Oh, you've got to be. I lost to a little cow. A cow, bro. I lost to a cow, man. This guy's probably going to be playing Milk Tank for the rest of the day now. He's like, yes, let's go. I'm getting easy wins. A cow, man. How do I lose to a cow? It's okay. It's okay. Let's get a couple more games in, all right? All right, going first. Mantike, Mantike, Mantike. Let's go. Mantike's dropping down. First energy advantage. We're looking for another basic, though. No, this other Mantike is not going to do it. Definitely not. Come on, give us a Poliwag. I will love you. I will love you if you give me a Poliwag, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, now I think I will put a Mantike down. Mainly because if I go Mantike and Mantike, all I need is Poliwag and we win. Because then I can Mantike again next turn, generate even extra energy. Rare Candy Poliwrath, we're good to go. We can do 140, Suicune dies. And if we can somehow find a Lucario... Come on. I knew the Mars was coming, man. I knew the Mars was coming. It was too good to be true. I was like, we got the optimal start. I was like, optimal start? No way. They're gonna do something. I mean, good news is we did find a Professors to thin our deck back, but we do need to find our... whatchamacallits. Believe it or not, I think I go Riolu and not another Poliwag. Should I? I kill the Suicune, and then I can kill the Giratina in one shot. I guess I go here. I don't know why I'm thinking about it too much. A splashy toss, Riolu energy. We're good to go. Alright, Poliwhirl is all set up. Mantike's gonna die in the front. I'll go the other Mantike so I can know who I want to swap to. We have 2 Poliwraths, 9 cards. It's a 2 and 9 chance. And I guess this way it helps us in case they use Giant Cape, because they do run Giant Cape in the deck. So Riolu helps solidify us killing in one shot versus them doing 2 attacks against us. They've got 10, I've got 9. Not good still. I don't know why I'm putting down even more Pokemon, to be honest with you. And turn. Ooh, wait a minute. The other Riolu shouldn't have gone down. They have rare candy grit. Ah. If they have Cyrus in hand right now, they can't use it, right? They've already professored. Right? I'm pretty sure they've already professored. No, it's over. No, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Me putting down the Riolus were bad. Whether I put the extra Riolu down or not, it didn't matter. He kills the Mantike in the front. Hits this Pokemon, and even if I go in with this, he's still gonna kill. Because he has a Cyrus in hand that Greninja can clean up the Riolu, even if I evolve it. And even if I didn't evolve it. Yeah. I don't even have the evolutions. Yeah, so no matter what, if I put the Riolu down, we were cooked. The second Riolu didn't matter if I put down. The first Riolu did matter. I had to not throw the first Riolu down. And it had to be just double Mantike, Poliwrath, and pray we find Poliwrath, but we didn't find Poliwrath, so. That was pretty much the only way. Again, this deck's not that great. We got a couple of good wins, yeah, but it doesn't feel that great, in my opinion. Alright, this might be the last game we play for Poliwrath. We are going first against a Giratina. Pokeball. Alright, Poliwag. It would be nice if we could find a Mantike, because then I can just go Mantike next turn and put water energy on Poliwag. But I guess it doesn't matter. We can one-shot the Giratina here. Lucario. Depending on what Pokemon he puts down, I'm tempted just to go in with Lucario and just start swinging in. Maybe it's better if I just build my Poliwrath and not try and do 20 damage. 20 damage won't really change anything in the grand scheme of things, right? Ooh, we got the Mantike. Alright, 1 energy. Swamp. Mantike. Evolve. Don't evolve the Poliwag. Van Tyke so I can get the water energy. And then next turn I can evolve. Alright, so now we can one-shot. These are all the Pokemon we want because they kill the Mantike, kill the Lucario, and then they kill the Poliwag. That's +3 for them. No other Pokemon is going down, or else we are going to be subject to feeding the Suicune more damage and feeding the Greninja with Cyrus. Nice. Splashy Toss doesn't do anything, but we'll just do it to look cool, I guess. So now they have an option. Find Rare Candy Greninja with Cyrus and get first hit on the Poliwrath, which doesn't matter because I can just literally after they attack. Dang, they really want to live on this Giratina. That's obnoxious. So if I swing in with Poliwrath, they swing back, I take 130, I go down to 50. I heal back up, I go from 50 to 110. Suicune's doing 100 damage, but it will be doing 80 once I kill the Giratina. But if they have double Greninja, they can do the extra damage. Should I take that risk? Take the risk going with Poliwrath and attack? Because the longer I wait, the more they get Greninjas, and then the game goes in their hands. The other option is I try to build Lucario, and then I wait one turn, and I attack Lucario. I feel like I need to attack right now. And pray they don't have a Greninja. I'm gonna go in with Poliwrath here. Because if he attacks back, he dies. That's the idea. Giratina will die at 10 unless he has Poke Center Lady. Oh yeah, I forgot they run Erida. I mean, as long as no Greninja, I think we're fine. Oh, we have weakness type? I did not realize we had the weakness type. I completely forgot about the weakness type. Alright, red card is going to have to happen. They need 2 out of 3 cards to be 1 rare candy, 1 Greninja. If it's not a rare candy or a Greninja, the Suicune can't do enough damage to kill us. We're in a very bad spot right now. Professors, please, please, please. No rare candy. Aww, they always get it, man. Suicune players are obnoxious. This is why I played the Raichu deck, man. Oh, I miss my Raichu deck so badly. Maybe this deck needs Guzma in it. And not a Cyrus, because we're going to be one-shotting everything most of the time. I don't do enough. I do 60 and then another 60. Aye. I really want this deck to be good, but man, oh man, I am struggling. And by I am struggling, I mean the deck is struggling. I'm gonna make one small change and play 2 final games, and that's it. I'm going Guzma in the deck. Because Guzma can remove Pokemon tools that can technically be at our advantage. We win that game if we had Guzma. And there were some other games that we could have won removing Rocky Helms with Guzma. So we'll go Guzma. If you can't beat him, go Darkrai, Giratina, or join him. That's how it works. It's better to go second or first. If you're going first, you want Mantike in the front. If you're going first and you don't have Mantike, then you basically just go hit bottom left, concede, and you're done. You know what I mean? You're off to a very poor start, especially if you're going up against another Suicune who has energy advantage, aka going second. You're screwed, you know? But that's the only time you really want to go first with Mantike. So we are going first, and we don't have Mantike. They are running Miltank. So they get energy advantage. They start to build up a lot sooner than us, unfortunately. They do 10, take us to 50. And then they do 40. I've got to just pray they don't have a Giovanni in hand. And then just kind of go for it. Because missing out on 40 damage here with Riolu feels too bad. So I'm going to red card, attack, and pray he doesn't have a Giovanni. If he does, then look, Miltank, you deserve the win. You deserve the win, and there's nothing I can do, all right? But just in case, I'll throw down a Mantike, because maybe we can survive the next turn after. So let's red card. Jab, hit him for 40. Get him down a little bit. He'll come in with his own 40 damage, assuming no Giovanni, and we get to do 60 next turn. Sabrina. I think that's good. Sabrina's actually good for us. Because then Riolu or Lucario gets to attack twice for 80. Him using Sabrina helped us out. He should have just done damage to our Riolu, since it's the only one that can do damage to him. We'll see if he soon regrets it or not. Another one. All right, 60 damage, which is 80. He's gonna have to Whitney here to go back up to 80, and then he has to potion again. There goes the potion. Does he have Whitney? He has 2 cards in hand. It needs to be a Whitney. That's not Whitney. He can't Whitney. He can't Poke Center Lady. He can't Erida. He can only potion again. And that's all she wrote. Get out of here with your stinky Miltank. Yeah, he definitely should not have Sabrina. That Sabrina was a very questionable play. You think I put red in the deck? Guzma or red? One or the other. One, I mean, having a red in this deck would feel nice, not gonna lie. There was one game where we could have killed a Crobat with red, but that's kind of like just one game. I guess Giratina red would have helped as well. So red might be better than a Guzma, theoretically speaking. We're going second, which means I think I'm gonna entry in with Riolu. Ooh, and it's a good thing I chose to. They're running Silvally Rampardos, and they are weak to fighting. So I get first hit, 40 damage. He can either evolve or swing in for quick blow, but then I got Lucario coming in after, doing 80 damage to the Silvally, which means Silvally is dead. 40 plus 80, 120, once they have a giant cape. Not too shabby. A good start for us. All right, let's make magic happen. I'm gonna put Mantike down as well, just in case they try to Sabrina and ruin our best play. Plus, we only have 3 cards in hand, so the odds of them wanting to red card, I gotta say, are probably slim. I feel like they're gonna Gladion evolve here to Silvally, put 1 energy on Silvally, and then wait, but then we get to kill Silvally with Lucario. Clean up. It's coming true, man! Oh, never mind. Gladion gave them a type null. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks then. But do they still put energy on Silvally in the front? I kind of hope so. Because then they gotta hope that I don't have Lucario. Aw, man. That sucks. Alright, well. We still get to kill the Silvally. So not the end of the world. However, they have another Silvally in the back. Then it's not looking good. I'm going to keep this aggression and just going for the kill. The safe play would have been going in with the Riolu. Attack once, then I can attack again, and I still get to keep this Lucario alive, but we'll play it like this and see. They do have the Silvally. Do they have a supporter? They do have a supporter. So Lucario's dead. I'll put Mantike in. We Professors. We're going to need to find a rare candy and a Poliwag. Not this turn necessarily speaking, but the turn after. Because we're going to need to evolve our Poliwag and do some work. Alright, so Mantike is going down. Another Mantike. Let's go ahead and Professors here. Energy's going to go to Poliwag. Red card does nothing. Ooh, that's bad. That is kind of bad. I mean, I'm still going to build the Poliwag because this is what could happen, theoretically speaking. He could Mars us right now, or Red. Just for supporters in his hand, right? But he could oh, he doesn't even need to play a supporter, never mind. But he could also, we could also find a Professors into a rare candy and a Poliwag. That's kind of like our only option right now. Other than that, I think that's game. If we don't find a Professors into a rare candy Poliwag, we automatically lose the game. All right, I think that's all she wrote. I think that's all she wrote, ladies and gents. Now, I can assume that they don't have a supporter and just go in. The Iono screwed us over. I don't know why they're Professoring when they already have Rampardos in hand and they only need 1 more kill to win, and they have the option to switch and attack. Wasted time is indeed wasted time. Let's move on to the next game. Everyone else gets lucky except me. It's the name of the game. It is the name of the game. We have our games where we're lucky as well. And the opponent gets very unlucky. We have our games, you know? Alright, we're going second. Double Riolu. So I think our play is going to be double Riolu, 1 Poliwag, 1 Mantike for this game. Ooh, Eevee. Umbreon. Umbreon. Are they going Umbreon Zoro arc? Kill and become invincible? I have not seen that in a while. Now, they didn't put anything down. I don't know if they just got unlucky or if I should red card them because they have 5 cards and I take them down to 3. But considering they didn't put anything down, I'm going to assume that they're just unlucky at the moment. Actually, they could just have the evolution to Umbreon in hand. I'm going to go ahead and red card. 5 to 3. Let's do it. Because I think they might be running like base Umbreon and that's it. So let's just red card them. That might have been helping them out. I'm not going to lie. We might have just helped them out. Oh man, we did help them out. We got him so many Pokemon. And it's an Umbreon EX. That's a beautiful card. Man, that is such a good card. That is such a good looking card. Alright, let's Riolu. Attack. This means that they can bring any Pokemon back to the front. We're going to enter in with the other Riolu because our Poliwrath is not set up yet. He's not ready to go. Of course, we rare candy. And turn. I'm kind of hoping he just kills the Riolu right here so I get a free swap. His best case is not kill my Riolu. Oh, that's a scary thing if he swaps, but he'll lose all energy. 20 damage to all of my Pokemon. Alright, so good news is he needs to swap off Malamar or I can go Poliwrath and attack. And then I get a +1, and then if he throws an Umbreon, I can kill it. Thankfully, we have Guzma in hand. Alright, let's retreat first before evolving, because evolving to Lucario gives him double retreat cost. I am thinking on if I actually want to, Guzma or not. I'm gonna Professor's Research. I also don't know if I want to evolve my Lucario. Yeah, I'm gonna wait right now, I think, right? So let's go Poliwag. Thin our hand a little bit. I think I just wait, attack, kill. He can only attack with Umbreon right now. I'm not gonna Guzma in case he actually, whatchamacallits. The reason why I didn't want to evolve is because Lucario is a 2 retreat cost. And Umbreon is able to pull in any Pokemon, so you could have easily pulled in my Lucario. and I wouldn't be able to retreat off of it. So I wanted to do it this way. This was the better way. I don't need to evolve here. I do 100 damage, and we're good. Nice. The element of surprise is always good, you know? It catches them off guard, makes them feel confident, makes them feel comfortable, and then they swing in thinking that they're going to win or live, and then you surprise them to get a good, easy victory. Yeah, because you see what I mean, right? If I evolved the Lucario, and he knows that I can do enough damage to kill him with his EV bag, and if I Guzma'd, he would have just brought in the Umbreon, brought in the Lucario, and then just wait an extra turn. He wouldn't have even attacked. That was the scary thing, because Lucario is a 2 retreat cost. Alright, so this is the Poliwrath EX deck. It is definitely hit or miss depending on if you're going first or versus second. It's running double Poliwag, 1 Poliwhirl, and double Poliwrath. So a 2-1-2 with double rare candy configuration. The basic rare candy configuration for your stage 2 Pokemon that you usually run. We got double Mantike because we're running just a Soul Fighting Energy. So we want to make sure that we can actually get that Water Energy for Poliwrath to do an extra 40 damage. But mainly also Fighting Energy solely just because Poliwrath can still do 100 damage with Fighting Energy alone. And we can also use Lucario as a way to win if we need to with double Fighting Energy. So even if we somehow don't start with Mantike, Fighting Energy alone with double Lucario still puts us at that 140 damage threshold, which is still pretty good. Now, if you are going first, Mantike is a good thing to have in the front. And if you're going second, obviously you can either start with Lucario to dish out damage, then evolve and keep doing more damage. It's only a 1 prize point for the opponent, but you can also start with Mantike if you're going second, because then you can just put the bench energy onto your Poliwag, Mantike, attack, put the second energy on Poliwag, evolve it with rare candy, you're good to go. Double Pokeball, double research, a Lily, because Poliwrath is pretty tanky at 180 HP, so keeping it alive so you can keep doing massive damage, 140 plus 140 all the way up to 180 you can do if you have double Lucario set up. You basically one-shot the other Pokemon, so staying alive is the name of the game. Red card for hand disruption on their part, and then a Guzma to remove Pokemon tools from the opponent. Now, I would say you could probably swap out Guzma for a red if you want. Usually, Guzma has gotten me wins where we remove the cape, put him back in that one-shot threshold, and then we get to kill them. But red would have literally done the same thing against the EX Pokemon, whether it was the Giratina I went up against, Umbreon, like Crobat, anything like that, because Poliwrath can't one-shot a Crobat, unfortunately, without a Lucario on the field. So maybe you could have a red just in case you can't build that Lucario in time, is what I would recommend if you are struggling to kill some of the other EX Pokemon. But other than that, it's a decent deck, definitely hit or miss, but some decent fun if you can get it going. It does feel like Poliwrath might need some other supporters in the future to possibly help it out. But for now, it's okay. It's an okay deck if you guys want to give it a shot, if you guys are looking for something new to test. No way to add water energy? Yeah. Mantike. Is it Yamper time? No Yamper today. I can make the Yamper deck right now. Yeah, because I wish we could have ran Politoed with Poliwhirl. That would have been nice. I tried it before, it didn't really work out. I couldn't get a single win. But maybe it'll be good when you have like Poliwhirl EX or something. I don't know, that sounds stupid, right? That's not going to happen. There needs to be some other kind of supporter to help him out. It just feels okay right now. Check the link for the deck. So the way that YouTube works, Alan, there are no YouTube links. I can't see, or at least I don't know if that's how YouTube works, but I just can't see any YouTube links that you might be trying to send in. Wait, I don't have an Ursa ring 2 diamond? It's on my wish list. Oh, because I guess no one's really trading 2 diamonds. I'd have to initiate a 2 diamond trade. Hey, let's see if we get lucky on an Ursa ring. Still good. Can I send my ID? Will you add me? I can show my ID and you can add me. You can send me your username. Yeah, I don't see any links in the chat. Sorry, Alan. But you can chime in here and just tell me what cards to throw in. You can build the deck. All right, so this is the friend ID. Screenshot it if you want, Valverde. Or I'll try and type it in the chat here. There, it should be in the chat. Oh yeah, I do have that Ursa. Alright, so deck. There's Gengar EX plus Memory Light plus Morty. I'm assuming for Gengar, what do you want to do? Gengar and Memory Light? What kind of Haunter would you want? Surprise Attack for the 50 damage? Or Mumble for 40? Or somewhere in the middle with 1 energy 30, just in case you're going first turn 1, but you want to evolve Gengar into... If you want to evolve your Ghastly into Gengar to prevent supporters from doing anything on their side, what kind of Haunter would you want? Gengar EX. Morty. Or Candy, Pokeball, Sabrina Cyrus. Definitely gonna want Lilies thrown in here too. Probably double Lily for maximum punishment. Memory Light. Wait, is this gonna be, this might be like a 16 trainer. Is this literally just Gengar? Gengar can stand on his own, I'm not gonna lie. So Astonish is flip if heads, reveals a card and shuffles it. Maybe doing 20 damage Ghastly is better. The 1 cost doesn't matter, it's the second. Yeah, the 1 cost doesn't matter, it's the second. That's why I was thinking, if we do have Haunter and we're going Ghastly slow build and not just jumping into a rare candy, what would we want? Would it be the Surprise Attack for 1 energy? Would it be Haunter 30 damage? Because say, for example, I'm going first turn 1, I start with Ghastly, I have rare candy, Gengar, and Memory Light in hand. And then it's my turn, I get first energy. I put 1 energy on, I evolve rare candy, and I Memory Light. For 1 energy, what am I wanting to do? Wait until I get second energy to do a 40 attack? When I could have done 2 30 attacks? Or try and surprise attack twice in a row? Because if it's a 50-50 and I land at least one, it's 10 damage less than the guaranteed 60 damage here, but it could accelerate to 100 damage. That sounds okay, the Astonish. One Haunter with Will-O-Wisp, and one Ghastly with Astonish. Yeah, I mean, Astonish sounds good. I don't know if I want to go 1-1. 20 damage. Is 20 damage make or break? Also, do we want to run red in this deck? We definitely need Cyrus because I can't kill anything in one hit. I need to keep bringing them back, so Cyrus is good. Uzma can be great. I like the double Lily. I like the Sabrina. Maybe I don't need red. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go Suffocating or Astonished. Remove a card from their hand. We don't have any hand disruption at all. I don't have a single Mars. You're unable to add Y. I think too many people added me and I have to go back and remove people. So we have Gengar, Memory Light, Morty. How about Wigglytuff EX with Memory Light? It has Sleep. That sounds good. So this is the Gengar deck. 15 Trainer Gengar. I feel like double Morty might be overkill. I think Morty itself might be overkill. So reading what Morty does, it says how many, depending on how many psychic Pokemon you have in play, put the order back. If we only have one Pokemon, we're not going to need double Morty. And if we only have two basic Pokemon, we're not going to need a Pokeball. So I could easily get rid of one Pokeball, one Morty, still have room to throw in a red, and still have room to throw in a Mars. This is why sometimes zooming out on the deck list and taking a look at your deck to say, okay, what do I have? What do I need? What's going to help? What's not going to help? Can be a good thing. Because we almost ran this deck with double Pokeball, which doesn't make any sense, right? I still think we can get rid of Morty as well. I don't think Morty is necessary. I could also throw just Giratina in the deck. Funny enough. Get rid of Morty, throw Giratina in. Psychic Energy only. If I got rid of Morty, what's the other supporter that you think would be good here? A Giovanni, in case we're dealing with Silvally. Wait, no. If we're going against Silvally can't do any damage besides 50 per turn. Because it would have no other way to do a supporter. I could Team Rocket Grunt. If we're going 18 trainer, that's always a good thing. That or just some healing, because healing as a base is good. I need a way to deal with Oricorio. That is true. Yeah, one Oricorio, we are dead, right? And there's a lot of Oricorios running around with the lightning decks. Maybe a non-EX Gengar? Yeah, I guess that's the simplest one. If we have one more card slot, maybe just go with Hypnoblast, 70 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep, 2 energy. Maybe that's the easiest way. We got the Gengar deck. Seems okay. Seems like it has an answer to everything. Alright, so let's see. The Emolga deck. What do I get rid of? What deck should I scrap? I have too many decks right now. Solgaleo deck is going, I guess. So this is the Emolga deck. Yamper. Voltund. I want to run my basic bread and butter here. Tapu Koko EX. Oricorio. I do want 1x speed. Alright, we got 13 cards remaining. Let me throw in my Sabrina Cyrus. 15. 5 cards left. So that's how I would build the deck, right? Now, you said you sent me a deck list. Let me see. What am I missing? So 2 Emolga, 2 Yampers, 2 Voltuns, 1 Tapu Koko, 1 Oricorio, 1 X speed. Double Rocky Helmet. Double Rocky Helmet. 2 Pokeballs, 1 Giovanni, 1 red, 1 Poke Center Lady. Giovanni makes sense for the Oricorio hitting 60 threshold. Red against all the EX decks makes sense as well. Tapu Koko good at 110 if he needs to. Poke Center Lady for healing. Double Rocky. Do we need the double Rocky? So I guess Rocky Helmet is good because Emolga will be a threat in the front, which would be obnoxious. No, we don't need Elemental Switch in the deck. Mainly because Tapu Koko can build up energy on his own. 1 energy, do 20 damage, we're ready for Mach Bolt. Emolga only needs 1 energy, which attacks my bench Yamper, and then Yamper only needs 1 energy. So they're already set with just 1 energy each. And then it's Oricorio that needs double energy, and then Tapu Koko that needs the triple. But you mainly want to save Tapu Koko for the very end. You want to make sure you go through your Emolgas first, and your Yampers, make them fight for it, and then your EX for the final. So it's not too bad. And I guess that's why you have the Rocky Helmets. Alright. Understandable, makes sense. Emolga, Bolts. Erica plus Yamper. That's the Yamper deck. Alright, so I'll play one game of each. I'm gonna play one of Gengar, and then we'll play one of Yamper. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have enough time to play a full, like, 10 games, like I usually would, of both decks, or even one deck. It's Friday, which is usually my short stream days, so I'm gonna have to be heading out pretty soon here. But I will play one game of Gengar, one game of Yamper. And then next time we're on, these are the two decks we'll be playing in its entirety. Alright, we're going first, and we have everything that I wanted when we crafted the deck. All we're missing is Memory Light, technically speaking. We have everything. We have our rare candy, Gengar, and we're able to go. So all we need is Memory Light, and then we're able to evolve, yet still attack, and shut them down from any supporter card. Going up against a Meowscarada is technically our literal worst matchup. They only need 2 energy, and after they get their 2 energy, they're able to hit for 130 every single turn. Not even Lily would save me with that amount of damage. So if we can somehow come out on top and beat a Meowscarada first game, that'd be surprising. Let's Professor's Research. We got Haunter. I guess technically speaking, not evolving will be good here. I know I could have shut them down from supporters, but I wouldn't be able to do anything, and I'd be a sitting duck for 2 more turns before I could start doing any damage. At least getting him down low into the whatever threshold. I guess I could have shut him down from that Professor's. Let's see. Dang. The Professors would have stopped both Shiinotics. Ooh, they couldn't find what they wanted. They couldn't find what they wanted. Turns out our idea of going Haunter to do a little bit of damage did work out. So now we're just gonna Guzma. Attack him again for 30. And we're clean. I really want him to go Meowscarada, attack me for 60 so I can evolve Lily and then attack him for 100. That's what I want. I want him to make the first move so I can heal and then evolve. Uh-oh. We need our Lily and our... We got our Lily. And he doesn't have his Meowscarada yet. Wait, then why are they not using Illuminate? Unless they're waiting. Right? I guess they're technically trying to wait. Yeah, because they have it in hand. They have it in hand because they tried using... I mean, they're not going to be able to actually use Meowscarada if they put second energy on Shiinoticure. Yeah, because all I got to do is find my Gengar, evolve, I kill it, they have no other energy now. This is bad for them if I can find what I need. Come on, Gengar. Come on, Gengar. Shut down the Meowscarada. Oh, let's go! Shut down the little scaredy cat in the back who's afraid to evolve. Gengar. Spooky Shot. 100. Make sure we don't misclick because we have a lot of Memory Light abilities here. Now they have no energy. Shiinotic dies. We have a Sabrina, so Sabrina can get us the win. They are going to evolve here, but what's the point? I have Lily. Lily keeps us alive, and Meowscarada can't... Yeah, they can't heal with Erica because they have no healing items, no supporters anymore. I can't believe we took down a Meowscarada deck. That's crazy, man. Nah, that's wild, bro. Gengars. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Let's do one more game. Let's do one more, because that was good. All right, we're going second. We got Ghastly here. Let's go ahead and end it. Suicune EX in the front. So I guess it's good for them because they get card draw, but I can always Mars them if I don't want a Professor's Research. Man, I'd be a fool not to try and Professor's Research right here, right? Double Professors. Might be better than using Mars. Alright, let's Suffocating Gas. Now, 18 trainer, or what, 15 trainer, Gengar, whatever we want to call it, it's going to be really good against Suicune. Because Suicune does more damage the more Pokemon we put on our bench and their bench. So at most, he's doing 20 damage right now. Uh-oh. He's doing 40 damage. Primarina EX and Suicune EX is something I wanted to try because it seems very terrifying. Just double EX and that's it. We gotta find our Gengar right here, right now. We'll take it. Rare Candy. Gengar. We're not out yet because I can still Suffocating Gas for 1 energy and at least get some damage on the field. They get to do 80 damage next turn. I get to heal for 60. $80. We heal for 60. Hit him for 100. He can't use Erida. He can't heal. So now he has to go back to the Suicune. But I do need to find our second Lily or I'm dead. Oh, why do you put all energy? His Suicune won't, unless he puts another basic Pokemon down right now like a Froakie, he won't be able to kill next turn. He should have just done 80 damage. Oh wait, no, he still wouldn't be able to. He needs another Pokemon regardless. Because Suicune would only do 20 damage. No, yeah. No, it would do 0 damage. Oh, this guy got cooked to Gengar. He needs a Froakie that does 10. If he doesn't have a Froakie in hand, he's done, man. And the slow wait, this long pause, I think he knows he messed up. He's coming in anyways with 100. The healing still isn't enough because you can't Erida. Part of me wants to build another Gengar in the back because there's no way he gets double energy unless he Misties. I think I'm gonna Mars him. Oh wait, no, he can't even Misty. He'd have to Sabrina to get me off of Gengar, and he can't even Sabrina. So he can't Misty. He can't Leaf off. I'm gonna build another Ghastly in the back because we have another Rare Candy and Gengar. So just in case anything happens to my Gengar in the front, we're building a second one. But again, he can't Sabrina. He can only use Repel. Oh, maybe I could... maybe I'm helping him out because Repel in his hand could technically get him a win here. Giant Cape. I didn't think about Repel. It's very slim that people run Repel, though. But it is very good. Alright, so he's ending his turn. Legendary Pulse. Now it doesn't really matter if he uses Repel. Because we have another Gengar that's already leveled up, ready to go. And has 2 energy. And we have Guzma. So no matter what, we're good, man. He can kill this front Gengar if he wants. We're still coming in. I'm not gonna lie, Gengar EX alone feels very nice. Now, some people might be like, what about Oricorio? We got a base Gengar as well. That does 70 damage, which is just enough to kill an Oricorio. So we do have counters against the Oricorio. So far, this deck felt great. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Repel, you can only use if the Pokemon is a basic Pokemon. So even if they did have Repel, they wouldn't be able to do that anyways. So no matter what, they were absolutely cooked. They can't Sabrina, they can't Leaf, they can't Misty, they can't Repel. Gengar is just an unstoppable force, and as long as you can survive and have double Lily and maybe even a little bit more healing, I can definitely see this being an unstoppable deck. Theoretically, right? Repel needs a basic in the active. True. All right. A deal's a deal. I'll play 1 Yamper. I want to keep playing the Gengar, but I'm going to have to finish the other Gengar games next time. Let's play 1 Yamper game, all right? Really quick. Emolga plus Yamper. This is only going to be 1 single game, and then I got to go. I'm sorry, chat. Fridays are my shorter days, but the next time we come back on, we will be playing Gengar EX and finishing up those games that we didn't get a chance to. And then we'll be doing Emolga plus Yamper. So probably Sunday, I think. Sunday. Today's Friday, so Sunday we'll be doing more Pokemon Pocket. All right, we are going first, which means we do get evolution advantage, which I guess is good, although we don't really need the evolution advantage. They got type Null in the front, which means that they did want to start with type Null, so a Sabrina definitely messes them up. If you ever see them wanting to start with the Pokemon in the front, you have a Sabrina, just Sabrina them. Assuming they can't go back to that Pokemon that they just swapped to. It's good fun. And then I'm going to end my turn, because if I put a Tapu Koko down, they could technically Sabrina me, which would suck. They got a Professor's going down. All right, so they are opting to build up. I'm gonna go ahead and just Raging Thunder on the Emolga. Because if I hit the Tapu Koko, they could technically, what, rare candy, or not rare candy, Cyrus, and bring in my Tapu Koko. So we have to be very careful here. And if they try to Cyrus my Emolga here, it doesn't really change anything. You still kill the Oricorio, they go down to no energy. You'd have to swap here to someone else if you want to keep that. Giant Cape, okay. Now we do have a Giovanni in the deck, a single Giovanni, and there goes the Cyrus like we predicted. Now all we need to do is find 1 Giovanni. At least we made them burn their Cyrus, which is good for us. All right, no Giovanni, that's fine. We'll take a Yamper. Nice. All right, let's hit the Yamper. Moment of truth. Does the Oricorio attack to kill us? But it will knock himself out. If he does, I go in with Yamper, because I could find the evolution and kill the other Oricorio. Wait, how much HP? I gotta find out how much HP the dog has. Because we might actually die here, depending on if he has another supporter or not in hand. He's already gone up +2 because Oricorio one-shots these Emolgas with ease. There goes the Giovanni. Too little too late, unfortunately. Alright, he did go in with Silvally. I'm gonna have to retreat here. I'm gonna have to attack with Tapu Koko. I guess I could put energy on Yamper. It doesn't really matter. I'm only doing 20 on the front. He's already used a Cyrus. I don't think he has another one. And if he uses Sabrina, then my Yamper is dead. So I am just going to come in here with the 20 Plasma, put them down to 90. Doesn't matter if I Poke Center Lady anyways, because he gets 100 damage if he uses a supporter here against my Yamper. So Poke Center Lady to save for the Tapu Koko is going to be a better play. Team Rocket Grunt. I should have doubled up on energy. Ooh, never mind. Got lucky. All right, 100 damage my way, but he loses all energy. Come on, do it. Swing in and kill me. So now he's probably going to hope that his type Null can kill and land heads, right? But, and this is a big but he doesn't realize Poke Center Lady keeps us alive. No matter what he does. And our Yamper that has damage on it that evolved into a Boltund is now doing 70 damage to the Oricorio. One shot. And that's only with one energy. Because we have damage on it. And if he doesn't evolve type Null into whatever, obviously we kill with Mach Bolt, Tapu Koko. Ooh, Gladion. So we're going to have to go Bolt. He's already used a Cyrus. We have to hope he doesn't have another one. He probably does have a supporter in hand. Which means I am going to have to retreat to my Bolt and hope that he doesn't have a Giovanni. Because if he has a supporter, my Tapu Koko's dead. So let's retreat. Let's go Bolt. And let's just energy here. Hit him for 70, which is still good for us. And we're at 110, which means that Silvally can't one-shot us, even if he does have a supporter. It would have to be a Giovanni. Ah, he's got a Geo. Well played, man. Well played. Against all odds, the Silvally came back. That's surprising. I can't even be mad about that, man. Well played on that top deck. We played our cards right. We pushed them as hard as we could, and the only possible chance he could have won was that Giovanni. All right, that's all the time we have today. Unlucky that I didn't draw Boltund early. Yeah, we're still gonna give the deck a chance. I can see the potential on it, Alan. It feels great. It's nice. But that is all the games we have today. So I do thank you guys for hanging out and being here. Much love, all of that good stuff. There is a video that went live today. It's the Zoro Arc deck. I'll post it in both of the YouTube chats here. Tomorrow, the deck for Raichu that we played, the deck that got us Masters rank, I'll put that live. So Saturday, this Raichu deck's gonna go live. Very good. I like it. And then after that, Sunday, we'll mostly be putting up the Poliwrath deck that we played, which is an okay deck. And then after that, probably Monday will either be Gengar's Memory Light or Emolga plus Yamper. But I gotta find out what day we're gonna be playing Pokemon Pocket. It's either gonna be Sunday that we'll play Pokemon Pocket and we'll play Emolga plus Yamper and then Gengar. It'll be a short stream, just 2 decks, I guess, just these 2. Or we'll play on Saturday. Most likely not Saturday. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be playing offline, no Pokemon Pocket, doing some Hollow Knight Silk Song that just came out. So if you don't see me tomorrow on Saturday, then that's why. But if anything, then Sunday, be on the lookout. We'll actually give the Emolga and Yamper deck more games. I ran out of time today. And then we'll give that Gengar deck some love as well, because that Gengar deck surprisingly was very good. We just need some more healing and I think we're set. I don't know if we need the Memory Light or not, but it does help being able to do a little bit of extra damage, like the 20 or 30 damage per turn while we're building up that energy. More damage is still good, right? So maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but so far 2-0 with the Gengar, 0-1 with the Emolga. We'll pick up where we left off the next time we play. Thank you guys for hanging. You think my Raichu deck is the best deck in the game? The Raichu deck feels great. You have a lot of options with Magneton, Magnezone, Oricorio, Raichu. So you still got that card draw with Raichu. You have options to Elemental Switch. You can always X-Speed out to Magneton, Magnezone. It's got a lot of good use case scenarios. So that's definitely my deck that I would run at this moment. Or a Suicune. If you want to just give in and go Suicune, go Suicune. But I like Raichu. Raichu feels nice. I could try Meowscarada and Celebi. We did. We uploaded a video of Celebi and Executor, and we also have this one, Celebi and Meowscarada. We did play Meowscarada Celebi first. We got a couple of good wins. I just never made a video on it, but I could always go back and replay it and get some more footage and then upload another deck on it, you know? So that's always an option. I'll write it down just in case I need more deck options, because we'll just go back and play it again. It was a fun deck. I like Celebi and Meowscarada. Basically, you counter both things. You counter basic EX Pokemon with Meowscarada, and if they evolve into a Stage 2, then Celebi can counter those Stage 2 Pokemon that evolved from Rare Can. You got best of both worlds, right? Good fun. So yeah, chat, I'm going to say with confidence, I'll see you guys Sunday. We'll do the Emolga Gengar deck, and I guess if we have extra time, we'll do Celebi Meowscarada again. Other than that, if you do have any more deck suggestions, feel free to leave them on the YouTube comments side of things. And I will see you guys again in 2 days from now, yeah? You guys take care of yourselves. Thanks for all the subs today, all the likes, all the support. You guys are amazing.